Yo, yo, what's going on? Let me see. See if I can find out this guy Reno Bizz. See if we can go get something cooking at 3:15 in the morning. I came up here to see and talk to a few of the friends and family members that's still out here and up. Wasn't to be here long. We'll see what goes on. You know how this thing goes. It can go from nobody, a few minutes, to a whole bunch of people and a whole bunch of hours. But I don't got that in me. I was just being a partaking in things. And I heard my man Reno Bizz say, "Yo, Tommy D, sleep. Yo." So as usual, I'm trying to find a way for this StreamYard thing to let me throw this link out so Reno Bizz will come up here and kick his shit. We'll see. See if we can get something going. See, it's a couple more heads in here, so try to freak about putting this dummy name in there. We'll see. They just keep doing. Oh, okay, there it goes. You got a screen. You got a link to the thing now, so you can see. All right, so there's a link. So y'all wanted me to go live. We're live, y'all. We'll see what's going on and what's popping. So there's 1,000 persons in here. We'll see. We'll see if Reno pulls up. He told me to get it started, so we'll see. Maybe I'm the only person. I got the dummy going on. Let me see if I can find the Reno Bizz. Maybe he didn't hear me say that I was gonna go live, but he asked me to do it. I did it. We'll see. If not, we just toss it. Official over there burning. Got 2,000 people in the building too. History, man. We here. Also waiting for Reno Busy to come through. If anything, they was over there messing with the brother sleeping Tommy D. So we're just gonna try to pick up over here. Okay, we got a couple more heads in here. What's going on, y'all? Saturday night, Sunday morning. You know how we do. I'm looking for who will really be the host of it. I'm looking for Reno to come through. I suck at these finding doing this social media stuff at times. Try to find them on the back part. Yo, Tommy D. Yo, what's good? How can you on the streets with tells what's the deal? How can you be dead and have no money? I mean, if you dead, then you don't need no money, right? What's the deal, Street Tells? Where's Reno at? Reno, trying to get this started, man. Larry Beach, what's the deal? Yeah, yeah. I can't do it too loud. I got these walls are thin. These people go crazy. Say, hey, yo, okay, now we got 6,000 people in the building. See where the fuck? Yeah, right. Where's his rent? I gotta. We both gotta laugh at that. Where's my man Reno Biz? Where y'all doing party people at 3 o'clock in the morning, man? Reno got me started. There you go. I'm about to say, okay, you got a whole tremendous group. We got 80,000 in here. Oh, he said he was gonna make some calls and go live. Yo, what's going
You give me no fucking choice. Tony Montana. Tony Montana. Fresh
on?
out the banana boat.
Speaking of Tony Montana, he said, "Do you have any?" Where's that dude Larry Beach at?
I seen him in the bushes.
Larry Beach always be in the bushes. He don't come participate on the lives. What up, Ernesto,
Yes,
man? What's going
though.
on? Duty. Yeah, now when you were saying that, I had asked him something, and then I had left out of there. I thought you was just talking about just now, but I had left. After that, King Abel, what's the deal, brother?
What up, King Abel? Kill Switch.
Kill Switch came in here. A peeping Tom. Yeah, that's a peeping Tom. Yeah, I heard what's name was fucking me up. I was trying to get the screen y'all thing. Always have to fuck with it. And I'm all hearing Tommy over there breathing his ass off. I'm thinking it's me because I got on the speaker. I'm like, yo, what the fuck's going on here?
Heavybreathing.com.
He said, what up, Chainsaw? That's the deal. Yo, man, what's going on with you, King Abel? What's going on, Reno Bizz? What's going on, everybody? Y'all up deep. I was just chilling, man. Um, Reno, like you said, that would be a good idea. You said it's what 800 or eight 800 hours.
Yeah, I got there. I think it was at 3,200 earlier.
Oh yeah. That takes some time, but like you said, I think that if what you was doing, what you was saying, if you got those beats and shit, as long as they your beats or nothing to get marked down for, yeah, all you
Oh,
gotta do is
nah,
pay.
like I said, yeah.
Yeah, if you pay for the
It's
beats and shit like
weird. Like I
that.
said, I used to fucking pay so much for beats, and now there's like so many fucking young producers that making their
Hmm.
own beats, and some of them be banging. And like
Yeah.
I hit them up and fucking I hit up some of these younger producers and be like, hey, um, I think I need one of them. I need a joint from you. And they said, man, I've been waiting for you to DM message me. I got a package for you. And I'm like, a package? They're like, yeah, man, I got 12 beats that I made. I'm just gonna send them all to you. And I'm like, that's
Right.
dope. And I said, don't get me wrong. And like, if you look through the like that track you was jamming earlier, the it ain't none, cause it ain't none.
Yeah.
Okay, that dude, like it says Reno Bizz featuring Chats with the Heat. Like he
Uh
made
huh.
that beat, so I put that on the cover, right? Like Chats with the Heat. I gave him his credits. You know what I'm saying? Because he made me that and he gave it to me. You know what I'm saying? And I said, don't think I'm just not gonna acknowledge the fact that you gave me this fucking beat, you know what I'm saying? That you
Right.
made. I said, I'm gonna fucking put your name on it and put it out there.
I meant to do that earlier too, man. Like I said, it's a lot of stuff because you're one of them people like my man out here. This nigga been rapping for a long time. This nigga got so much material. He be just hitting me up. I like, bro, how do you think I could keep up with all this shit that you got? This dude be, like what you want to do. Like he has art, he has rhyme as if it was you, Reno Biz. Then he's a mask up Avenger. Then he's a fucking Captain American dude. He got rhymes for like seven different people. It is and he I mean like, bro, I can't listen to all of that stuff.
Yeah.
Who you talking about, Rand? You talking about the clappers, the blue holders is just a few of y'all. It's all right. I mean, for the most part, I could deal with the trolls. I don't get a big enough volume that you an official can't handle. It's a few, but yeah. So I think we talked about that again, man. I mean, I know some of these be repeat questions because we didn't got so that we've been doing this a lot. You have you're working on you currently working on a mix CD or something or album right now?
Yeah, I got a couple of songs that are already done that are on private, you know what I'm saying? I ain't even
Right.
published them yet. And then I have a couple of songs that are beats that I've went through and I got the hook in my head already. I just gotta lay it down.
Right.
And it's like every time I put that beat on, I just be saying that same fucking hook in my head. So like I said, it ain't nothing for me just to record the song and just put it on there and fucking run these hours up. Or I could just fucking record a certain number amount and promote the shit out of those. And
Also,
then
what
when
I
I
be
get
go ahead.
and then when I get to that amount of when I get like to the amount of hours, I could drop like I said, it's I wanted to drop like I dropped my second. I could drop my all my projects on here now. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a little bit
Right.
easier now. You know what I mean? After the host, everything gets taken care of, I could just drop my own shit on here. It's gonna be a problem. You know?
What you break it up a little bit, dog? Well, you back?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I said after everything, I could drop my own shit on here, and it'll be like finally I'll make my pennies through here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because what
Also,
I
instead of just going through other shit.
no, because what I would keep trying to say is that always what's owed to us. I mean, what's owed to you could be new to us. So it's like you might got something on the bottom, or like you said before, your first initial album, like a person like me is new to you. So all of us, just the fans and the people that subscribe to your channel now, is from the East Coast and stuff like that, that miss all of that stuff. You could just take those joints from the bottom and put and repost them and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? To actually just cover that time. And like you see Tom,
Yeah.
everybody else doing, you get to that screen yard, then you're just gonna be able to run your minutes up. You run your shit up like that. And even if
Hmm.
like it's other nights that you ain't even live, you be over here, you could just be running it because that's what everybody's trying to do. But you want to accumulate because I know you. I don't think that you. Well, I don't know what you want to do, but I don't think that you're too much concerned with being no big YouTuber compared to your music.
Yeah.
I think you're more concerned about your music, but this shit is cool as well. But I
Yeah. Like I
think,
said, once in a while I pop up on here. Like I said, when I do pop up, it's always just like a last night's live. You know what I mean? Just whoever pops in is like, "What's up?" But like it was just I wanted to just say, like I said, this like official one wanted to fucking kick back and have a couple drinks and smoke and shit. But it's like we just, you know what? Just I'll just run a live. Fuck it. You know what I'm saying?
right, exactly.
And it was just like
It's
whoever
like,
comes in. Like I said, it wasn't like I said if two people come in, one person comes in, I don't care. I said if I'm not here for that, I'm just here to kick it with you and chop it up and crack up and laugh about it. And the whole shit was I put in the title, I put the monetize with that. I was gonna put how to, and then I was just joking because I said if people do pop up and ask, oh, how do I do that? I said official. Then you could just yell. It's called fucking hard work. That's how you do it.
yeah. So that was good. Somebody told me. So did you get? So you got the Western name, and you did get the 25 you needed today, though, right?
Yeah, I got it today. Like I said, you know what? You know how it was just that. Like I used to have a big, not big, but like I had the cap. I was capped out on Facebook. You
Uh,
know how you can only have a certain amount on
right.
a personal page. At one point, I was capped out, but then I got with this crazy ass bitch that fucking went through my phone in the middle of the night and fucking deleted like 4,100 people.
Wow.
And fucking, I was just like, yo, what the fuck are you doing? I said, don't you know
Yeah.
I use this shit to fucking promote my music? What are you
Exactly.
doing, you stupid fucking bitch? I was pissed. And she was just like, I don't know, I was all fucked up. And yo, don't do that. Don't, you fucked my shit up. So now it's like, I even know people to this day that be like, oh, but you fucking deleted me. And I'm like, man, I gotta explain. Like, man, I didn't delete you. It was like this chick went on her shit. Like, I'm tired of even explaining that story to people. Like, yo, this chick deleted my whole shit, basically, you know? And so when I would post music, it wasn't the same, you know?
Right.
And because I was missing those fucking other 44,000 fucking people, 41 4,000 plus people. And So when I would post music, I would get more fucking hits. But then when the people like you, they feel a certain way, you know. So what I
Yeah,
did was I just whenever I would do a new song, I would ask on Facebook like, "Yo, I'm working on a song today. If you want to be tagged in it or if you want to hear it, like this shit, and I'll tag you and I'll post it up." You know, because I'm not forcing nobody to listen to nothing. Like I can
exactly.
just post it up, but if you want me to, I will at you. I will tag you. You know what I mean? Let me know
Yeah,
now because later on when it's done, I'm gonna post it, and if you want to hear it, let me know and I'll give you a tag. And
right.
most of these people, like I've been guilty of this myself. Uh, Going to people's fucking pages, right? Or I'll see something nice on YouTube, or I'll see an interesting documentary or some shit that's fire, and I'll watch this shit and I won't even like it, or it's just like somebody I know, somebody I don't know. You know what I mean? I won't like
Hmm.
it. I won't subscribe to it, but I watch the whole shit. And
Right,
I think a lot of people that I know are like that.
right,
I think a lot of people they go in and they type Reno Bizz, and then they go through my shit. And I just
right,
said, you know what? I need whoever's down with me. That's what the post was. I was like, whoever's down with me. And I said, I need y'all to do a couple of things. And if you're really a fan of my shit, this should be no problem. And I posted, I said, go to your app. I said, find my fucking page. I said, and subscribe to it. And then
right.
I posted that while we were still on fucking busy shit. When we were still fucking around, just fucking going wild. And then my phone started going bling, 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 bling. And then before I knew it, a whole bunch of people had shared it. And then I just kept getting all these notifications. I was like, done, done, done. I got you. Shared, shared, shared. I got you. Boom, boom. And then I was just like, dope. I went back and I looked. And I think official came and she was like, yo, this shit's already past 1K. And I was like, good.
That's what's up. It's not an easy feat. It's a good thing that you got you got that music, you got like double bladed sword, that you got personality and it's about the music. And then again, like I said, it works because of official and then back and forth, like, I'm saying y'all bond that makes it good because her channel's about music and stuff like that. So you always got automatic free promotion right there. You know what I'm saying? That's just dope. You know what I'm saying? What up, top
What's up,
notch king?
official? She's in the house. Official, I see you
Yeah.
shining, shining bright.
Yeah, I have a hell of a
Money
team going
bag
on.
me, what up? Yeah, man, it's good, you know.
Yeah, man. So, like I said, I've been always ask you those questions and shit, man. I would say like, God willing, which is gonna take place for us. But in 2022, how many projects you think you'll have by then, and where you want to be at in the music scene by then? Sometime roughly in the fourth quarter of 22.
I mean, I'm really hoping things level out. You know what I'm saying? As far as all this bullshit, I think I'll be a lot further if the bullshit subsides. You know what I'm trying to
Right.
say? I think it's hard on a lot of rappers right now.
Right. Well, that's something else
If
too. Have you already loaded up, or do you got this stuff on Spotify and all the platforms that you could release in Apple Music or any of those outlets that let you profit off of what you've been doing? Especially like you said before, for y'all that just don't know Reno Business story on his first go around, out of his pocket, which again, some artists don't even do. He's already just spent close to, I mean, he has, it's not close because 35 the first time. So even these extra years, he's at least, or put at least like $45,000 into his music. So we got to get some of that back. So, when you start dropping these albums, not only just subscribe to his channel, look for him, we just also need you to be copying these singles and these projects that this man is about to drop and what he already got. So I talked to
yeah,
him out first. So I'm saying, so do you have them profitable places?
Yeah, if you, I mean, everything's like on Apple Music. I got some things on Apple Music, iTunes, just Reno B under Reno B. I didn't put it under Reno Biz at the time. I just put it under Reno B. And but at the same time, it was just like I wasn't really used to streaming services. You know what I mean? Because I'll get these playback sheets, right, or the scan code sheets, and it's like, yo, this person bought this album, right? It cost the shit
Uh,
cost 10.99, but they take their cut from you, and it is what it is, right? You really to make money on those platforms, you gotta really have a team pushing your shit, or you really
right,
gotta be an established artist, like to make money off of streams.
right,
As far as that goes, like down here where I'm at, it was mainly like we're gonna push these albums, and for every thousand we sell, we're gonna make 10 grand, 8 grand,
right,
12 grand at the most. So like when I had the opportunity to get that 50K for the first album, I denied it. Like you said, I denied it because all I had to do was sell 5,000 copies, and if that wasn't nothing. You know what I mean? And
right.
like I said, when we sold this shit, bro, we used to be savage, bro. When I say savage, bro, we used like the way motherfuckers go knocking on your door, like these Jehovah
Right,
Witnesses. We used to go knocking on people's doors, bro, and
right,
like fucking people would answer the door, and I'm, yo, what's up, and you gotta
hmm
adapt to the situation,
right,
because sometimes an old lady might answer the door. I'm like, what the fuck? And yeah, and imagine selling your album to an old ass lady, but she don't want to
right.
hear that shit. But then you gotta fucking break it down and be like, oh, do you have a niece or a
Grandson,
nephew, or do
yeah,
you got a grandson that listens to music, and oh, of course, this and that. Well, I'm an artist upcoming, and I invested my money into this instead of doing this. I could be doing this, but I'm trying to better my life by doing this, and you
right,
can hear it in my music. And this is what I'm doing, and here's my project. You want to go ahead and check it out, and if you want to make a donation, whatever, it's this or this or this. Like you gotta really adapt to certain situations depending on what type of person you're talking to. You know what I
right,
mean? And some
right,
people got that and some people don't. You know what I mean?
right.
And down here it was like we had to adapt and we had to fucking this. Not like you can't just whistle at somebody like, hey bitch, come here. Like you're gonna automatically somebody thinks you want to fight, you know what I'm saying? Or
Right,
or you see a group of chicks walking by, you just can't holler at them on some dirty thug shit. You gotta know
right.
how to fucking you gotta know how to
Approach,
approach them, because females be the ones that be buying albums if you really wanna.
right,
Because
of
some
course,
of these guys be like, man, I don't want to hear that shit, but some of these dudes will be on that time, you know what I mean? Like with love comes hate, you know what I'm saying?
right.
And hate is always going to be there.
See,
Or
this is what I
somebody
wanted
might,
to. Hold on,
yeah, go
I'm
ahead,
not
go
to
ahead.
cut you on that one,
No,
because
go
I
ahead, go
wanted to
ahead.
ask this for a couple of times. Do you think, like what you said, because that's a hell of a move. I've been there and I know what you're talking about. Um, do you think that out there in Texas? Do you think that y'all got each other's back and y'all are as much as giving as like how Atlanta take care of their artists? Like the same, you know what I'm saying? The same way that you're talking about. Like if you do drop that bomb album, and then the way that you move, like when you really put a real solid work together, do you think out there just sells the same love? Like how, like I think that's how Slim Thug, and I think that's how like all of them. I know they're from the northern part, but that's how they
Yeah,
are. The dude with the golds, with the gold teeth, and he got into other stuff. But I don't know, Paul Wall, right? Yeah, Paul Wall. I
yeah,
think like all of them records, all of the Traded Truth, all them dudes is dope. But it's like Texas really did it for them. So would you still say that you think that you can sell a lot of units in Texas alone?
yeah, of course.
That's
I mean, the way I look at it,
excuse me.
most of these artists, right? that I'd
Uh-huh.
never thought that I'd work with, or I never thought that I'd do shows with, is most of these dudes I grew up listening to. You know what I mean? Here in Texas, right?
Right.
And it ain't nothing for me like to holler at somebody in Houston and say I need to connect with this dude. Put me, I need his latest number, or hit me, like tell him to hit me up, or and then you know how bad people used to get on my ass, bro, and be like, "Hey, you need to get out of where you're at and get over here." And I'll be like, "Bro, I can't leave. I'm fucking stuck in with this. I can't leave the county because of bullshit that I'm caught up in." Or then when I got in other trouble and then I went on house arrest and I couldn't leave the fucking city, couldn't leave the house, much less the city. And people were so fucking pissed off. Like I had rappers in big cities that were so pissed off because they wanted me to be in. And that comes back to like my fuck ups and what my mistakes that I was making when I should have been focused on certain other things, you know? And
That's Yeah, then that's another thing that I wanted to ask you. I'm sorry for cutting you off these, but I think these are solid things. The same question of now, and I was going to ask something like, do you think now are you willing to move? Like, there's so many things going on out there. Is there any like real attachment besides, I know the family, your parents and stuff, your grands and shit. But like now,
yeah.
are you like? Because I know the COVID's going on, but at the same time,
Mhm.
I'm just saying, are you still now more willing to move? Like, because there's still stuff in the United States you could do, but it's just like you got to be more. You got to know where you're going. But are you more think that you're more comfortable, like the same way? I think you could go move, like go to, I'm saying the illest nigga in Nebraska, but you could drop, you and the team could go to Nebraska and do the same thing out there. You could come to the East
Exactly.
Coast, like how you know me. You could come to the East Coast, Gito Quinn. You could do what I'm saying? You could do a move from New York, New Jersey, and Boston. Are you willing to like get your, what I'm saying, get your feet wet if something like that?
Yeah, of course, bro. Like I said, I'm willing to fucking make this that transition. It's just I just need this shit to kind of subside a little bit, and I wish we could do more shows. Like I said, I wish I could take that and fucking, because it ain't nothing like. I mean, like a lot of big artists make that show money, right?
Right.
But at the same time, it's like at that show, say they invite me, or there's a show going on and I happen to get on the card at the last moment or whatever, I can always post up and sell what I need to sell. Or if people just have like, oh, I stream music, well, go ahead and stream my shit. Then go ahead and cop the album off of here and do this. But it's just not like that right now because of all the shows and shit are down, and that shit kind of sucks.
Yeah.
But as far as like going out and doing stuff, and I mean, yeah, of course you can move around, but like I said, to get your shit played on streaming platforms, you really gotta be, you really gotta have a hustling ass team that's behind you and like good PR and shit. Like you gotta have that, bro. And it's difficult when you're doing everything on your own. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Right. It takes money to make money. I definitely understand that. I just think that like
Yeah.
right now, like what you're doing, your networking, and like I said, with official and even myself, like moving further, it's gonna be people and again just doing what you're doing and what you was just saying over somewhere else is like those. I mean, everybody's doing merchandise and shirts and stuff, so it's kind of oversaturated. But, you had a good idea, like you said, about the bit, what I'm saying, about the shirts and stuff that, when you get
Yeah.
busy, like, just even if it's not so much to just that you look good when you do videos or you do certain things. I think that that's something that most that people are thriving on now is that you just need to try to get some guy, say get the right group of people, shoot a good couple of videos off of the music that you got.
Yeah. I mean that,
Top
like I
notch
said,
king. I got you. Go ahead.
that's definitely one of the things that's gonna be, that's definitely one of the gonna one of the first thing that's gonna go up as soon as everything gets done. Like I'm gonna shoot it. I already visioned the way the video is gonna be, and it's like it is really on some like newer type of shit, but definitely is still gonna have that Texas vibe. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
That fucking it's not gonna be none of that swinging and shit. That most
Hmm.
people that watered down shit, but it's definitely gonna have that that first song is gonna have that hood feel to it. You know what I mean? Because I got to give it up. I gotta give it up. Like I said on my first album, I thank the streets for that first album because they're the ones that made that album.
Right.
Like I made the music for it, but the money came from the streets. It is what it is.
Right. Um. On top, excuse me, somebody from the comments, top notch, the king, homie. He want to know, do you know the artist Big True?
Big True. Ah man, is he a younger artist? Like just coming up? Because I know there's a lot of younger artists that I'm not really in tune with.
Okay, he's gonna probably
And
respond.
and and especially if he's from Dallas, there's not too many Dallas rappers that I'm in tune with, other than like Shut 'Em Down Records and them dudes are kind of like my age as well.
He
You
said that
know what I mean?
he said that he's older. Again, like I was telling you, top notch. Texas is a huge, big ass place. It's like one side. Like I seen that before. I think
Yeah,
the big
just like
like Houston is fucking like three Boston so alone. So
yeah, it's big, man. Like you got like I say, you got like the Fifth Ward, then you got all fucking like in Grando Park, then you got the South Park, then you got like the Ninth Ward, and you got so many different wards, and you got like the North Side, and like them fucking hoods are huge, bro.
right. So being out
And
there, when does it? Go ahead, finish up.
no,
Finish
no, no,
up.
go run with it, run with it, run with it, run with it,
I was
run
just
with it.
gonna say to you, like I like again, I know you more than most of these people, mostly everybody. And when does like I asked you about the support that like Atlanta has for their artists, and even though that you can hear stuff them bickering, but we're out there, what usually runs into a problem out there? Like how like when do most of the people like artists or in that area, when does beef occur? Like what type of thing like makes the separation out there?
Honestly, I think I'm gonna say turf, and that's a crazy fucking. That's crazy to even say that. You know what I'm saying?
Right. I mean, that's basically anywhere out here, anywhere, especially turf because we don't own shit. So it's like you're really fighting for nothing. Like when
Yeah,
it comes
and
to
that's exactly what it is. And it's just like a lot of people say, "Well, I'm the one doing this out of this. I'm the person doing this out of this," and ego, and then it just turns into something else. Turns into a fucking diss. It turns into
that.
something, and nowadays people really don't shoot straight disses. You know what I mean? They do a lot of that subliminal shit, where it's kind of like,
Yeah.
man, you can't even understand like. Yo, if you're gonna diss somebody, diss the fuck out of them. Fuck it. If you're gonna really diss
Right.
somebody, go in on them. Don't
Right.
fucking come with that subliminal shit to where, oh, is he dissing me or not, or is this
Right.
really happening or what? Like it kind of leaves you wondering, like that's some whole ass shit. And then it's just like now it causes other people to get involved, and now
Right.
you got other people listening. Is he dissing me or is he not? So now you don't know, and now you got this person asking this person, and now you got three or four or five parties that are all involved, and it shit becomes bigger than it shouldn't be, And
Yeah.
instead of people just taking it up personally, one on one, or now you got three or four different camps involved, and
That's
now
a
shit
part
could
of
break loose.
that's a part of you ain't shit without your homeboys slash like you're not really standing on what you mean. Another example of that is I told people a long time ago is like when I used to go to this spot, this neutral spot to hustle at back in the days, like nobody, I think everybody in the world experiences it in their different ways though. But like we'll go to this spot and even myself, I ride by there and then there'll be nobody. Then it just be this one dude, and then like I will go chill with the one dude. Then somebody else will come. Then next thing you know, in an hour, everybody that hustles is out there. But the point that I'm making is it's like before that, nobody wanted it to be the one to go out there and be by themselves. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's kind of the same type of thing. Like you want to take a shot, but you're doing it subliminally so that a whole bunch of other people can get involved. That that person who started it can fuck around and don't even have to deal with the consequences. Now, on the street
Mhm.
level, the reason why the person doesn't want to go out there by themselves because they don't want to be the one by themselves, and then the D boys come, then it's just them. They want to be out there when it's a whole bunch of people. So everybody, you see what I'm saying? Where it's options of who the police going to run up on and snatch type of thing. You know what I mean? That's
Mhm.
just like I look at life, and because everything always have more than more one meaning. You know what I'm saying? And I don't like you said if you want to diss a person or artist, especially and if it's deeper than just rap, then you definitely want to just you know what I'm saying.
You
Go
gotta let
straight
them
to the
know.
point.
Like you gotta
Yeah.
get straight to the point. Let these motherfuckers know what it is, bro. Like I had my I had my share of personal beefs like coming up, and it was to the point where people knew we were beefing because we made videos beefing. Like we made videos of fucking chicks with their titties out, with a homie doing coke off of them, and I'm holding this bitch's titties up, and I got my homeboy throwing up his shit in the background saying, "Fuck y'all, y'all wish y'all could have bitches like this, right?" And me and these dudes, like it was videos back then, like like this dude's video, like on a video camera, bro, like a big ass
Uh-huh.
video camera. And he's like, "Y'all wish y'all could have bitches like this, right?" We were like, we used to have parties, bro. What we would do was when we hit that bigger city, and we would go to the clubs, and everybody would be parking lot pimping, trying to holler at a bitch or trying to holler at some hoochies or trying to get the after party going. Trying to get the after party going. My homie was so crazy, bro, that he would literally get his pistol out and shoot it in the air, boom, and everybody stops and they're like, "Party at my house, follow me, let's go." Blah, blah, blah. Now we got fucking 50 cars following us, and it's crazy, bro. Like we don't even have no beer, nothing, but we got 50 cars following us through the fucking hoods. And then we pulling up, people breaking the fence down, and we used to cause mayhem back then in those
Right.
fucking days, dog. And it was just like we got crazy stories like back then. It was just shit, dog. Like it was just nuts, bro.
Fair to say you done lived a life and a half already, right?
Yeah, like it was nuts, bro. Like we used to be on some fucking shit back then, bro. Like that night, like I'm telling you, that homeboy made that video, and it's so funny because homeboy that made that video, these dudes would come to the other studio when we weren't around, and he's like, "Yo, these boys got it all up in your ass," and they're like, "What are you talking about?" And the dude that was at the party with us, he's showing them the video. You know what I mean? So now they seen the video. You know what I'm
Right,
saying? And it's just like that's the way it went back then. Or like we do songs, and if there was bitches around, and at the time these people had a certain name. I don't want to bring up their name because that's like it's the
right,
past. But we would say before the song even started, even if the song wasn't a diss song,
right.
like if it was just a regular song, right? The
Uh-huh.
intro would be a girl laughing, and I would make her say "fuck these people," right? And she would just say "fuck these people," and then the song would just start like a regular normal song. And then like
Right.
we were like back then we was already in gang file because we used to do a lot of tagging. Like we would go to our hoods and tag up the fucking streets with SL that we Southern Family Clique, right? That was the name of the group, like the Southern Family, but Southern Family Clique, that SFC shit. and in Spanish it's called Southern Familia. And
Right.
we tagged that shit up everywhere. But before that, when it used to like it all used to be one, it used to be unity, right? We all used to be one, and it didn't even involve me because I was from a different hood. These dudes that I went to school with created something, but with another cat from Dallas. And when shit went left, I ended up I was doing my own thing, and I heard home. And when the whole shit broke up and things went left, my homeboy could have easily put his tail between his legs and let these dudes do what they wanted. But he said, you know what, fuck that. And he went and put out a song. And when I heard it, I was like, oh shit, homeboy's going off. And I said, like I had heard him because they was doing things as a group. So it's like he only gets a 16, right, or a 12 bars. But now he done his own song where he spits 316s with a hook, and he's saying "fuck y'all," and then these dudes are asking me, "Hey, we know Reno raps, and he don't give a fuck. He's from the hood. Hey, you want to rap with us?" And I'm like, "Nah, I gotta stick with my boy because this dude went to school with me. You know, he was on house arrest when he was for sticking up a fucking hotel. Nobody would visit him. I'll go visit him. That was my boy. But we was just from different sides of town. And when we get out of school, he was on house arrest. So and he couldn't smoke nothing like that. And he would always ask me, "Hey B, can you give me a ride? Can you give me a ride?" And I knew he didn't smoke weed, so I was like, "Hell yeah, I'll give you a ride. Jump in the ride. Let's get the fuck out of here before all these motherfucking gators get here and they want to smoke my butt up. Let's go, bro." So we bail out, and that's how me and him. He would always be like, "Yo, I'm trying to do this with the music," and like we always knew that. And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm doing this with the music. I just freestyle. I don't really do this. But he's like, "Yeah, I want to try." But then they did their own thing. They ended up breaking up. Now you got me in the picture because I said these dudes are asking me like, "Hey, we need you to ride with us, B. Like, come on." And these dudes are on some plug shit too, bringing shit to the hood. But I just tell them straight up, like, nah. If I decide to rap with anybody, I'ma rock out with my boy because I went to school with him. And I felt the way I really felt like he was better than these dudes, and he was my homie. And I used to visit him when nobody was visiting him. You know what I'm saying? Like he was jamming
Hold,
out fucking Me Against the World and all kinds of shit by himself, dog. Like back
hold
then,
on,
you know what I'm
hold
saying?
on,
As youngsters.
hold on. You said something that I need you to explain that I don't know up here, and maybe a lot don't know. You said these gators. What are gators?
Oh, to take we down here in Texas, Gators means like somebody that don't got shit.
Oh,
Somebody that
okay.
just wants to come gator off you.
Leeches.
Like leech, basically like they want to leech off your
Yeah,
shit.
yeah, yeah, I get you. Hooters. Yeah, I got you. Top notch. What do
Yeah.
they call those in your area? Rain. What do they call gators in B-more? Go ahead, bro.
Yeah, and it was just like, and then when I heard him going off on this song, it was, I don't know how in the fuck my cousin obtained this CD because I didn't have this shit. I didn't have the CD, and my cousin had it. So I have to ask him to this day because I never asked him where the fuck he got that album, that CD from. I knew it was my homeboy's first single, first song that he done, and he wrecked that shit, and it was his solo shit. And I remember that night we was getting ready to go out to a party. It was like I think I had just turned 17, and I'm listening to it like, yo, this shit is banging, dog. Like, this is Cody for real. Like, yo, this what the fuck, yo. Like, this is fucking legit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've heard some sucky ass rappers before. You know what I mean? I know when
Right.
something sucks, and I know when something bangs. and the shit was banging. He was on point, and he's talking some real shit, gangster shit, like smuggling shit, like on some smuggle shit that he. That's why he's on house. You gotta understand, this dude was on house arrest for fucking robbing a fucking motel when he was fucking like 15 years old. He used to dip fucking joints in the fucking spray paint and fucking let them dry and smoke them. And, they was running drugs through the woods across the border and shit. Like, and now he got in trouble, but he's trying to fucking make something out of nothing. So now he's rapping and he's fucking telling his story. And I'm like, yo, this shit is truth. This is the truth. And he's going off, and I'm like bobbing my head to it. I'm like, yo. And my uncle comes in, doing a little dance to it and shit. I remember that day like yesterday. And that's when I made up my mind that I said, if I decide to rock with anybody, I'm gonna rock with this dude. Cause this is my homie. I known him for a long time. And when the opportunity came up and he asked me, and I got a hold of him and I said, hey, come to my fucking house. I got this little fucking piece of shit rinky dink studio. And he said, I don't got a ride, B. And he's like, I said, you know what? I'll go get you. So I went and picked him up. And then we recorded like 12 songs like in fucking 3 days. And it was like, after that, it was over. You know what I mean? After that, he became my fucking road dog. Like, he
Yeah.
became my partner in crime. He became my motherfucking best homie, dog. Like, it was just like, after that day, like, if I was wrong, like I said, there's plenty of times when he was wrong, and I knew he was wrong, but I got into fights, many fights for him when I knew he was wrong. There was plenty times when I was wrong. It was just a pride thing that he stepped in for me and got in for me, and even though I was wrong, he still had my back. It was just that type of situation. Like, and then we ended up calling ourselves the Southern Familia, a Southern family. We held this shit, we ran this shit like a family. You know what I mean? And we had dudes that with us that were in our group that didn't even rap, but they were just a good part of the hustle squad. Like, they were good at selling CDs, and they were good guys to have on your side if shit went left. And it was just like we was a team at that time. And then, like I said, as some people thought, some of these guys that were rapping thought that it was gonna be a thing that was gonna happen overnight.
Uh-huh.
And I just knew that it was gonna take a while. And I didn't think it was gonna happen overnight. I knew this was gonna be hard work, and I knew that people weren't gonna take us serious at first. We was young, and we was fucking just there was not too many people doing what we were doing. You know what I mean? Coming from where we were at, I knew it, and then it took a while for us to become a staple in the fucking community, to where we were on some fucking like people didn't look at us as a rap group anymore. They looked at us as menaces because of the shit we was getting into. You know what I mean? That's what the
Right.
community around here looked at us as. They wouldn't like these days. These dudes could like last year before all this shit. These youngsters the city would let them host shows here and shit. They wouldn't let us host shows here, bro. The last show I did, and like I said it, some people notice, some of y'all might not notice, but the last show I did here in this city, there was a double homicide, bro, in the parking lot.
Mm.
The last show I did here, and I think official knows about it. She seen the receipts. Like I said, remember when was the last time I did a show? And the last time I did a show, there was a double homicide in the parking lot. I know I was waiting for the fucking manager to bring me my money, and it just happened that these guys that were fans of my music showed up at the fucking club to hear my shit, but it was just some street shit that ended up popping off in the parking lot because they was just there to hear me on some rap shit. But shit went left, and one dude pulled out, shot one dude in the neck. The other dude pulled out and shot other homeboy. Like God rest their souls, but and I feel bad to this day because I feel like, man, what if I would have never done that? So then these fools would have never showed up there. But at the same time, I know that that's not my fault. You know what I mean? They had their own
Right.
beef. I can't hold that against me, but I do think that, you know what I mean?
Right.
Sometimes that shit does go through my mind when I'm bored and I'm like, but
Yeah. It's
I
kind of
mean, I
how they.
guess it kind of it's out of my hands sometimes, you know what I mean? And that was the last show I done here. Like I put on a show here and the shit was packed and the shit was bumping. And then shit went left right away, like right after the shit was over. And then it's like, oh, fucking, let's blame the rap music and let's blame fucking this person and let's blame this. And but I used to get heat, bro. I used to do, oh my God. Like one of my homies had just got smoked. Like they was chasing him on the fucking road right here down, like not even too far from where I live. And they shot a fucking deer rifle, bro. Like a deer rifle, bro. Like not a regular
Who?
fucking gun,
Oh,
like a deer rifle, like to kill deer, like a hunting rifle. They
right.
shot that shit and it hit one of these dudes in the neck, and the dude ended up passing away right down the street. But it was somebody that I knew, you know, like somebody else real close to me. And as we're attending homeboy's funeral, and I'm talking to old boys because I was really close with old boy's dad. That's what it was. Like old boy's dad was somebody, and he was his son. You know what I'm saying? So I gotta respect the son just because of old boy's dad.
Right.
And and like as we're fucking attending funerals and showing respect to families and keeping shit cordial, not fucking acting out. Everybody's telling me, look on the internet and go to this site and go to this site. Your name's being brought up over here. And I'm like, nah, right now, I don't need to hear this shit right now. What the fuck now? So now I gotta go up and read this shit. And they're like, oh, all these motherfuckers are want to emulate that rap lifestyle. And if we don't have people like fuck these people like uh people like Reno Bizz putting out this type of music on here, shit like this will never happen. And I'm just like, yo, what the fuck does that got to do with me? Why
Right.
the fuck do people got to bring my name into this? And I'm already going through it. You know what I'm saying? Can you please leave me
Right.
the fuck alone? Can I bury my homeboy before y'all want to blame shit on me? You know what I'm
Right.
saying? And that shit would just fuck get me tight. Like people wonder why I always had it, and then like just it's just a lot, bro. Like I said, like, I had people think like, oh, they see the fucking glamour. They see sometimes they see just the glamour, but they don't really see the fucking bullshit, bro. And sometimes
Right.
it gets overwhelming, bro. Like I never thought I'd fucking be chopping it up with you right here on YouTube, or oh yeah, I got 1,000 people like all on my shit, and I'm about to fucking get this, and you know what I mean? Like it's wild, bro. To me, it's just been a wild ride, bro. Like I could is I don't like to put this out in the atmosphere, but if my shit, like I said, I already been through it. Like if my shit ended tomorrow, like yo, I don't like I said. I think I even said this in one of my songs. Like I'm certain I'm this age, but I really feel like I've lived the life of a 70-year-old, 80-year-old person. I've been through so much bullshit in my life, and it comes down to where the city that I'm in, and it comes around the people you're hanging with, bro. You know what I mean? You gotta really be careful around the people you're with. You know what I mean? And this shit came at me at a young age, bro. You know what I
Right.
mean? And it's just like I think you asked me like what was my mistake or what would I take back, and I think I said something like leaving the stoop. I wish I would have never left the stoop, and that's where it all comes down to. Because you know what I mean. I come from I came from a normal. I lived a normal childhood when I was a little kid, just like anybody else.
Hold on
A
for a
normal
second. Let me
Mexican.
just tell him. Hold
Yeah,
on.
go ahead.
Top notch. If you do get through, it's not gonna do that. When you get through, you will be able to change it. Jason Hills, what's the deal? With Cash App or something? I didn't hear no sound. Why you asking me that, Jason? What's the deal? What's up with that question? Why you asking me that, Jay? On top notch, if you get through here, when you hit that link, it's not gonna you will have an option where you can change your name. It's not gonna make you stay with that name if you want to come through. Go back to what you were saying, Biz. And Jay, why you asked me that question? Yeah, my name's
But
T
I'm
History
just going
for a
through the
reason. It's
comments real
similar
quick.
to my government. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I'll just read some of these things. Points that UT. Okay, yeah. Now, like I said, it's just it comes down to when all this shit comes down to your childhood, bro. Like I said, parents gotta really step their shit up, bro, and be more wise about how to way. And like when I say that, I don't blame nothing, none of this on my parents, but I think more guidance would. I know if I had more guidance as a child, shit would be a lot different. But like I said at the time, it was what it was. I didn't have a male figure in my life. My mother was never around, and she wasn't around because she was on some dolphin shit. She was trying to better her life, bro. My mom worked
Uh,
2 jobs. Then when she got out of school, she would take night classes. You know what I mean? So there wasn't nobody around to tell me shit. And all I got to do is go outside, and I'm in the hood, one of the hardest hoods in the city where I live, where people don't afraid to come. People, the only thing people do is come on here to buy shit. You know what I'm saying? And people are afraid to get
yeah,
out of their vehicle. People are afraid to get out of their vehicle, and that's where I live. And these are my homies. You know what I'm saying? These are people I grew up with since I was a little kid. You know what I mean? People I could tell
right,
shut the fuck up, and people would be like, "Yo, did you just tell this dude to shut the fuck up?" Yeah, I did. You know what I mean? Like
right,
these are my homies. You know what I mean?
right.
And it's just like some people don't understand that. But it's just it comes with I guess the way you're brought up and
But also, that's one thing you said with all of that stuff. Do you have what I'm saying? Do you have a lot of your day ones still rocking with you?
I got one homie. Like most of my people that are closest to me are my family members, bro. Like I got a couple cousins that are close to me. I got um one homeboy that I told you about, that my homie that we started rocking shit. He went a long way, bro. When I asked him if he was gonna step down or step the fuck up, because I really did ask him on some gangster shit, like
Right,
when you was doing your thing, I was there for you no matter what, right? And this is why I respect him, and I only respected his answer because I asked a lot of people, and I know his background, and I know where he comes from. And when I asked him, it's time to step the fuck up or step the fuck down. I need to know right now because my album's about to drop, and I need a team. This the way I had your back when your album dropped. And he was like, "B, right now, I'm just got my business up and running. I'm fighting for I'm fighting. He was fighting for custody of his little boy.
uh huh.
He was going through so much shit, but he did it as a man, bro. And he told me the truth. And I know everything that he was going through, and he was just getting his. He went to school, bro. He ended up going to school and getting his fucking degree, like for like what's that shit called? It's not air conditioning, but like
Have that.
he like yeah, he can do all that shit, bro. Like he like
Yeah,
all his jobs,
yeah, it's
all
probably
his
different
jobs
with
are
the family.
all his jobs are just major fucking like he works
Big
for the
money
school.
shit.
He does like big jobs for the schools and for major ranchers, shit like that. He don't do little AC unit work here and little refrigeration work here, at people's houses. He got big companies that he works for and shit. But he owns his shit. But he told me straight up, I can't, dog, and I gotta step down. But at the same time, me and him built this shit, right? So he's telling me this is all you, bro, because when I moved to the bigger cities, I always involved him in shit. You know what I'm saying? Like when people were saying, B, let's go. I got you on this show. And my homeboy lived 45 minutes an hour away. I say, nah, I can't go. I gotta wait for my homie to get here before we could leave. Cause I'm not gonna do three singles. I'm gonna do one of my songs. I'm gonna let him rock out on one of his songs that probably got me on it, and then another song of me and him on it. Because you know what? That's just my day one. And he always said, you know what, you took this shit to another level. When people would have folded and people would have let it go, I took it to another level. So he said, you know what, I gotta step down, but this is all you, bro. The name is yours. He said everything I paid for, and even the albums that we put out, that he said, even my shit, if you want them, just let me know and I'll give you the masters for them. And it's just like, he really fucking did some real G shit. And I respect him for him. When I asked other people the same question, hey, what's up, you gonna step up or step down? And all I get is stutters, or oh, can I let you know later, or oh, well, I gotta do this and I gotta do that, and excuses, basically, you know what I'm saying? And it was
Right.
just kind of like nobody really wanted to give me a straight answer. The way he said, I gotta step down, but this is yours and this is you deserve it.
All right.
And he really did it the right way.
Right.
When everybody else, so he always got my back, and I always got his back. But as far as everybody else is concerned, like, I don't think those were my day ones from the beginning. Like I said, that dude right there was one of my day ones. And as far as other people are concerned, like other people that I had in my life, like one of my homeboys, Flat, that dude, at one point, me and him were the only ones that were working in the big city and spending money, and God rest his soul, he got smoked. Like every time I went to the studio,
Yeah.
there was like, hey, hear the new Flatline shit that he just dropped. And I'm hearing his shit like, yo, this is dope. This is dope. This is dope right here, yo. And then every time he went to the fucking studio, they were like, "Hey, Reno just dropped this shit. Check he want." And and it was to the point where I used to tell the producer like, "Yo, stop showing my shit to Flat, because he's hitting me up, telling me, yo, I heard that joint you did, and nobody's supposed to hear it yet." You know what I'm saying? But just as homeboys, I'm laughing, but at the same time, I'm like, how the fuck did you hear it? He's like, "Well, Smoke
Mm.
showed it to me." And I'm like, you fucking better tell Smoke the stuff better. Don't be biting my shit. And he would be like fucking the same way with me. Like we'd be the same way. And his shit was, he was like a real he was legit a gangster, bro. And I understand it because we did similar shit. Because I used to go fishing a lot, bro. If I'm gonna keep it 100 with you, I used to go fishing a lot by myself, and I used to just stare at that water and think, you know what I'm saying? And I used
Right.
to catch peace. I used to catch a lot of peace when I used to go fishing. And I think I remember like younger days, you know what I mean, and better days. Like I would really get peace when I was fishing, bro.
Right.
Especially if I'm catching fish too. It's like a dopamine, dog. It's like a euphoric almost, like this is
Yeah,
dope.
that's that grown man feeling. That's something that you don't learn till you get older, right there.
Yeah, what's up, Tom Natch? I didn't see you on the panel, bro. But my
What's going
homie
on, bro?
was really into the shit too. And a lot of these dudes that was like, they didn't think that was gangster, bro. Like they were like, what the fuck you doing fishing? But I knew who he was, and I knew what he was about. And this is the last person that you need to question this because he will lay you down. I know
Right.
him. You know what I'm saying? And when I see him fishing and I'm talking to him and I'm like, yo, what did you catch? And I want to know, like, hey, where were you fishing at? And he's like, yo, you like fishing or what, B? You know? And I'm like, fuck yeah, what the fuck? I'm like, let me know when you go out too, because and that was his getaway. You know what I'm saying? From all the bullshit, right? That was his getaway. You know what I'm saying? When he would go
Right.
fishing.
Right.
And he had an autistic son, and he would take his sons fishing with him, so that was his getaway, you know what I mean? And he was in a lot of fishing clubs and shit like that. And it was just a different side of him that people didn't see besides the hood shit. And
Right.
when it all came down to it, some goofy ass motherfucker called him out. Didn't really call him out, but it was a situation where he dropped his location and said, "Pull the fuck up." And
Oh man.
the dude pulled up where he was at. They threw hands. My homeboy whipped his ass. Dude went to the vehicle, pulled out a fucking burner, and hit him in the chest. And then my homeboy got killed at one of his favorite fucking fishing spots, dog. And that's sad, bro, because I'm I'm 6 in the morning watching the news, and it's like, yo, it doesn't say his name, and then they say, oh, rapper out of Corpus Christi, Texas. Right when they said where the fishing spot was at, and this and that, I knew it was him, bro. Like I just knew it, and I said, fuck. So now I'm hitting up my homies, one of his best homies. That's one of my plugs. Like, and I'm like, yo, what the fuck's flat? And he's like, I don't know. It was my birthday because it was the other homeboy's birthday, so I'm fucked up. And I said, yo, I think Flat just got clapped, bro. Call him, bro. Call him up right now. And then he's calling me back like, yo, it was him. And I'm like, fuck. 6 in the morning, like I'm drunk, and I'm like, fuck. You know what I mean? Like, damn. And that
Yeah.
was like the most gangster. Like you see some fucking TV shows. Like, I don't give a fuck. That's the way I want to go out, bro. Like, yo, I don't give a fuck, dog. Like, not like that. I'm not talking about go out like that, but
But like as a
yo,
gangster, being
yeah,
peaceful.
bro. Like, yo, I seen some fucking some when I almost got into a fight at the funeral, bro, because there was people doing documentary shit, and like I'm like, yo, what the fuck you got that camera out for? Like, ain't no, you see his mama crying right there, like I'm break that fucking camera, bro. But then I had
Right.
homeboys that were like, hey, you gotta understand, bro. This dude was, let these people do what they do, man. Like they're gonna edit shit, and I was like, that shit just didn't sit right with me, and it was just
Hey,
like. But like like I said, when I went into the fucking shit to see my boy, I never seen a gangster funeral, bro. Like that was a gangster funeral. Like I never seen a homie buried like that before. I never seen a homie go out wearing his fucking gold grills and fucking chains, all his fucking gold chains and cap on, and the fucking caskets with a bunch of red rags tied to the fucking, like, yo, this was some G shit.
yeah, yeah.
Fucking weed everywhere, all over the place, like, yo. And we got the gang unit watching the whole shit, and I'm just like, I don't give a fuck. I'll walk up in there with a fucking leather coat, you know what I'm saying? With it, what the fuck it do? People fucking telling me, B, come this way, come this way. Like there was so many people there that people had to escort me through fucking shit. It was crazy, bro. But like I said, man, that was a gangster funeral, and I never seen that shit before, and that shit was dope. And now we're on the way to the fucking on the way to get my man buried, and everybody swinging, playing his music, and we swinging and fucking lane to lane. These cops are all on the motorcycles trying to shut shit down. They can't do shit. I don't give a fuck. Take me to jail. This is a great reason to go to jail if they want to take me to jail. I don't care. And we just swing. Ain't nobody stopping swinging. We just going lane to lane. By the time we get to the cemetery, bro, and shit was crazy. And like I said, when we got there, and I seen a lot of dudes coming from SA, San Antonio, Houston, boys that it was just like he did work for hire. You know what I mean? Like he sold verses to just like anybody else. Like he sold verses, but they think in their mind that they know him or he's their homie. You know what I'm saying? But in reality, it was just like I'm just selling you a verse, and they get there and they want to make videos and shit, and that shit didn't sit right with me, dog.
So
And it
so that
was
was your.
just
Well, hold on, my bad. I didn't mean to cut you off. First off, let me say, good looking out, T, for inviting me up here, my guy. I appreciate you.
Yeah, no problem.
But that was your dude that had you all interested in music and whatnot.
now this was just a cat that when I moved out of my city and I went to a bigger
Right, right,
city, he was
right.
part of a circle that nobody could get in that circle. They had it's like people got their circles already, but when I moved there, I got into there's so many rappers, dog. Like, and nobody could get into that circle, and everybody wondered how I got into that circle, and I got into that circle just by being real. You know what I mean? And then it was kind of like, yo, okay, Reno, he got okay. I'm not saying I'm the best, but he got okay music. He got good music, and he hold his nuts, and he ain't afraid of none of us because they're all older than me. All these
Right,
cats are all older than me, but at the same time, they knew I wasn't afraid to cuss somebody if something went down, or if somebody was fucking with one of these dudes, I'ma step in for them. And I had their back, and they had my back. And there was not a lot of dudes that were out there like that. You know what I mean? Me coming from a different city and being raised different, they 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 kind of looked at that different, like, yo, this dude's different. And that just dude, he became one of my homies. You know what I mean? Like, I had never smoked no bud. He was like a weed connoisseur dude, and I had never
like me.
smoked no weed. I had never smoked no weed that he made me smoke. He had me smoke some shit that I was in the fucking truck holding my chest, thinking I was gonna die. You know what I mean? Like, I'll get so mad because I'll pull up, we be in the studio, and he's fucking at the time when I don't know what the fuck a dab is, or I don't know what the fuck wax is, or I don't know what none of that shit is. He's rolling blunts of fucking the some of the best Doty I've ever seen, with fucking all that shit in there with Keith. Like, he was real in tune to that shit back then. And I didn't know what the fuck that was. And I was just like, man, let me hit that shit. And now
You
I'm in the
still
fucking truck
smoking.
holding my chest praying that I'm telling God I ain't never gonna smoke weed again in my life. I promise, God, I promise. And then like that, you know what I mean? Like, yo, man, fuck my world up. And then he goes away, and I'm back in the studio looking at him in the corner of my eye, like, the fuck was in that shit? That wasn't no regular shit, man. Y'all put some crazy shit in there, and everybody's laughing and shit. But that was like, he was just like that. You know what I'm saying? And
Right.
like I said, we became good friends, bro. And it was just like, sucks, dog, when you lose a lot of people, like, and you go numb to it. And that's the way it's kind of is. That's the way it kind of is right now. It's just like, I noticed that I'm already numb to the situation, and that's something that I prayed that will never happen to me. And I'm numb to that situation. Like, just fucking the day before yesterday, this cat that I grew up with just got fucking killed in like a car wreck down the road. And it was kind of like, I just messaged old boy, like, hey, what happened, old boy? I seen everybody's messaging RIP on his shit, but it's
Right.
just like, oh, he got in a wreck and he's petting his, and I'm just like, oh, okay, well, and it's just like, yo, I feel numb to this shit already, and that shit's fucked up. It shouldn't be like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I feel
And
you.
I
Yeah.
pray
Yeah.
that people don't do that to me.
Right. Yeah, I wanted for a second, Biz. I wanted top notch to like kind of explain because I'm not. I know. Well, I don't know people. I've heard people around there. I just want you to. I mean, whatever you had on your mind, anyway, top notch. But I want you to like kind of like let me know what's going on in like your area out there because besides we know this it's just like here without no disrespect, most of us just know about Bone and LeBron, and that's about
Yeah,
it.
1 second, dog. I'm gonna turn my mic off for 1 second, bro,
Yeah,
and I'm gonna
go
turn
ahead,
right
because
back
on
in. Just
top.
give me 1 second. Just give me 1 second.
Yeah, it's all
Well,
right because Top Notch is gonna.
go ahead, go ahead.
Nah, I was just nah. Go ahead. The floor's on you. I was just trying to tell him you was gonna speak anyway, so you have to trip about the mic.
Okay, or the Gator situation, man, I never heard that before. Like, I was going to tap in on the culture of the lingo. He said a couple of
Right,
things that I just ain't heard before, but it's still like a gator up here is like a leech
right,
or that one. You know what I mean? We call them leeches up here. Niggas that just
right,
hang around just for the benefit of them and shit. Yeah, we don't let them
right.
people get too close. But every circle got one though. So so
Yeah,
when he
yeah.
said gator and then he explained it, I'm like, oh, that's what you talk about. Like,
Right,
there's gators out there, man. There's yeah, so I'm gonna start using that lightweight, low key, throwing
right.
people off.
That's why, like, anytime I have somebody like him up here or whatever, they say something, I always stop them from like, yo, nah, don't just say something like that's not what everybody here. Because, like you
Right,
said, for the
right.
most part, we would call them leeches too. Or out here, niggas call them like hooters. I stay in the VA too, so like here in Boston, most of the time it's leech or hooters or hooter,
Yeah,
and down there it's like you said, it's the same thing. It's like a leech. But when he said it like gate, it's like hold on. I let him keep talking, but I was like, nah, you gonna say tell us
that's
what
that
that
down
is.
south shit, boy. That's that down
Yeah.
south shit.
Scares for the Gators.
Just like we even know what we said he when he was like leaving the funeral like swinging. Most of it I basically know what he talking about, but that's another thing that everybody don't even know
And
what
then
you're
niggas
talking
ain't
about
swinging
too,
up
man.
here, like yeah, they
They're
switching
going from
lanes.
lane
And
to
then
lane, switching lanes on them motherfucking
yeah,
hoes.
switching lanes. He said swinging. We was switching lanes up here.
Right,
Yeah.
Y'all do it different. They got a big body, big boy. Like everybody out there, not to say everybody, but down south, like you see flashier cars on the regular. You know what I mean? So when they say
yeah,
swinging, that's with the lingo. That's with the term. We switch lanes because niggas ain't rolling on dubs all the time. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So
Like it
right,
ain't nothing to just drive 55 and a badass whip. You know what I mean?
right.
Motherfuckers be passing you up because we fucked up half the time. You know what I'm saying? And we
it's
don't realize
good.
we're going so slow, but it's just the reality of the situation.
Yeah, but still again. So when you say top notch, so you say you outside of Cleveland or you close to Cleveland or where
Yeah,
exactly
I'm right
you at?
outside of Cleveland. I'm on the west side of Cleveland,
Oh, okay.
little city. Yeah.
So like, how is it out there though? Far as like I say, gang violence and like culture and stuff. Like, what's the thing to do before saying the world changed with 19? So like, what pops off out there?
Hey, it no lie, man. It's a lot of the young niggas not taking over, but that type of culture going on out here with the new slang, with the no cap and all that shit.
Right,
So
right,
I mean, it's how I tell everybody when I come across is like there's a hood everywhere you go, bro.
right,
Everywhere you go. In every city, nigga, I'm the type of dude that go to a city and I gotta find that place. Like I gotta find
right,
that
Yeah.
bodega on the corner. So I know if I'm going to the corner, I gotta know that whole area. That's how I am. You know what I mean? So I tell
right,
people like there's a hood everywhere you go. And these little niggas out here, man, I love my city. Don't get me wrong, but they knuckleheads, man. They
right,
shoot. They shooters out here for real. Like it's bullshit talk and shooting. That's all they doing out here.
right.
So and I'm
Yeah,
speaking on the behalf of the older gen. I'm in my mid 30s, so I'm not speaking for nobody that ain't in my generation. Like we know what it is. Niggas, they're
right.
Yeah.
knuckleheads up. So
Yeah, I mean that's basically how it is across the map. You know what I'm saying? For everybody, and then the thing is, like you said, your age, when you that age, to my like the same thing. I'm just a couple of years older, so It usually sometimes up here lately though. I've been hearing some older niggas, even older than me, getting caught up like, nigga, how in the hell are you even,
Right.
but
Get your
uh,
life, my guy. Get your life.
yeah, for real.
You
But
feel like
normally,
I know what exactly what you're talking about, bro, because like it's just different.
Yeah. Don't get
Uh
me wrong though. If you're a gangster to the core, man, I ain't knocking nobody's lifestyle. But if that's you,
right,
then that's you. You probably not even. If you my age and you're a gangster to the core, you probably locked up.
yeah.
right,
And if you my age trying to sell drugs and you ain't own a house or bought your mama house, you
Yeah.
need to stop, man. You need to
right.
stop, man. Like,
Exactly. See, exactly.
like
Exactly. See, that's the point
that's
right
my
there. It's like
generation of people, though,
exactly.
you
That's
know.
my thing with it. Is like if you know what I'm saying, if you like 34, the good thing is like just when you start getting maturity at when you 35, you saying this all the time, you 34 to 35, like 35 in the mid age 30. That's when you start recognizing like all of the dumb shit. Like you can't be running the street no more. You got responsibilities, even if you ain't got no kids, but your responsibilities, you a roof over your head, you gotta have a job. And like what you just said, if you've been hustling for all those years, or you on the street pumping, and you haven't established yourself in that department, then
Give it
that's
up,
not
bro.
you, bro.
Hang that
There's
shit
no
up,
room for
man.
you. Yeah.
And that's a good thing about my area. Like we want to talk back onto the violence. Like you could see the niggas my age and slightly under, like they got their shit together. It's the teenagers and the ones that ain't even 21 yet that they just
Right,
reckless, man. And I think it's a thing with the music because I'm big into music. You know what I mean? Like not not like mainstream music, but more
right.
underground and
Yeah.
battle rap for sure. But it's influencing these kids, man. You got them listening to the wrong messages that's being put through their heads every fucking day, every track. It's
Right.
gonna kill them. It's poison, bro. You had me listening to Pac every day, trying to think of ways to get out of a situation and empower people around me. But you got them listening to NBA YoungBoy. I don't think they
Right.
talking the same.
Yeah.
They not talking the same. And y'all, they big
Right.
him up. I like his music too. That's why I say I don't knock what nobody do. I like NBA YoungBoy music, and everybody else that's probably these kids are taking these lyrics and they distorting them to real life. These half of these rappers don't live like that, bro.
They don't.
Yep. Exactly. I
It's
seen it with
So
my own eyes, bro.
and see, and that's what
yeah,
I
Like I
was gonna
said.
say too,
being
coming up
behind the
for me.
scenes, you see a lot of shit. Say that again, T.
I was just gonna say for me, and like you just said with Park, like even Park, it's certain people that read Park wrong too. Like the Thug Life again, it's an acronym. It's not so much as Tupac is talking about on a deeper level of like his thugging anyway.
Say that
He
shit,
made
bro.
mistakes. That's
Say
why
that
he
shit.
he lost his life, but it wasn't just recklessness. It was something he come from Panthers and all that shit. So it was deep. It wasn't on the block thugging.
Yeah.
So it's like just like what you just said, like for us to listen to NBA long, there's gonna be some of us who don't want to listen to it. But then, like you said, all of them niggas not garbage. But you can listen to it at our age, and if you like it and give it love on pure value, then it's like
Right.
we're old enough to understand. Like he's talking that shit. He's just rapping. Like you're not gonna let it go to your head. But like you said, the
Exactly. It's,
teenagers, they're so impressionable, and when they talk about those things they feel like they gotta live that way. And I just like I said, we heard that shit coming up too. It's not like it wasn't no form of gangster rap that we wasn't listening to.
exactly.
I just think that we was more wise and understood like those are rap records. Or we could get in tune and get excited and like get in the mode off of certain things and just listen to it. We just wasn't that impressionable to just let that shit ruin our lives like that. And a massive, you know what I'm saying? Some of our friends and people we came across did fall victim to it, but not on a level with these kids. Because what's playing the music now again, like if you ain't got this, you ain't got a bag, you ain't chasing a bag, you're a sucker. If
Exactly.
you so
Everybody, all these kids chasing a bag, man. I'm not. Well, my son, he about to had to go get his own bag, but nigga, it's a job, my nigga. That's what it's called,
right,
bro.
right, right,
You
right.
already know. He already know which rope he going down, rope, bro. You know what I mean? But that's how you get the bag. education, a
Yeah,
job, my nigga.
exactly. That's what I
Right.
said. When you're coming up, is just depends on the parents right now, bro. Like you gotta fucking at least put them down the right path and let them know, like some of
Right.
these kids be wilding, bro, just on their own. Like I said, in my
Nah,
situation, there wasn't
Reno,
nobody to tell me no.
they chasing
And
the
so,
bag, they chasing the bitches, they chasing the
yeah,
40
they do.
extendo clips. I
Yeah,
mean,
I seen,
honestly, that's
bro.
one thing that do impress me. These little niggas got guns that I only
They
see in video games.
do because I
What
seen
the
Right.
some shit
Right.
fuck?
too. I'm like, yo, I
These
seen
little
this
niggas,
fucking little
man.
kids are adding me on fucking certain shit, and I'm like, yo, I
Listen,
remember this little kid because he used to hang out with my stepson, and he was fucking 12 years old, but now he's 16 and he's holding the fucking this fucking gun with the extendo fucking like waving it around. I'm like, yo, with a little
right.
mustache and shit, and with a little
Where you
crazy
think he got
haircut.
that
And I'm
that
like,
image or that
yo,
thought to get
yeah,
that
exactly.
extendo?
From where the fuck are these kids gonna get that from? This shit they be showing.
Yep. And that's
And
where
I'm
the violence sparked off in my neighborhoods for real. And and it's the younger ones, but it's everywhere, bro. We can't.
yeah,
Yeah, everybody's the same thing. That's why I like it's a little bit of difference, but that's why I be saying when even certain people we get into that argument, and that's what you start off with top notch. It's like it's a hood everywhere, and the arguments
Yes,
like,
sir.
oh, from here, and our hood is this, and my city, da da da. We
If I
all,
go to, I
because you're
usually try
proud
to
about
find the hood.
right. It's just that we be proud about where we're from, but it's like I said, in certain ways, it's again what we just said. Our language and swing is different.
Right,
Swag be different, but for the most part, every black problem and every Latino problem is just every state the same shit. It ain't no fucking difference. That's why again, if it is rap music or whatever, that's why it can be relatable in certain ways
right.
everywhere you fucking go because we the same people no matter where we're at. You see what I'm saying? So
Say that,
that's
bro.
the
Say
thing
that.
about it. It ain't no use if it's a hood there, if it's drugs and there's poverty there, that's just gonna be the same shit. Ain't nobody
Facts.
yeah.
better, nobody's iller or nothing. It's the same
In real
goddamn
life,
thing.
because I went out there to Ohio before, dog, and these homeboys, what it was they came down here because they knew a couple of people that I knew,
Right.
and they was getting them things, they was getting some work to take back up, and after all was said and done, they was gonna go get rid of them things, but they wanted us to go. The shit was this was the way it happened, right? It's like they came down here and it was like they weren't used to this life. Like everything was, you had to wait 3 days. Like, hey, we just
Right.
can't
Right.
go get 12 things. We gotta go talk to somebody and cross the fucking. We gotta cross the pond and fucking go set things up right. And before we can make things happen, so you gotta give us 2 3 days. And these dudes want to get it and go. And I'm
Right.
like, you
Right.
gotta wait. You gotta wait for a minute. And so they felt like sitting ducks, right? And they're not used to that shit. They have fast lifestyle, bro. And when I went with them because they extended their hand and said, come with us, we're good. And these dudes came like it was crazy, bro, because they came in two vehicles, and
Damn.
these dudes like one white boy, one black homeboy, and it's just like they come in a truck with a low with a drop top with it was just a low rider dually, bro. And it was just
Yeah.
like, what the fuck? I've never seen no shit like that before. And he pulled up and did and when we go out there, they got trash bag full up with bud and everything's so fast, bro. And like when he used to tell us, like, I don't know how the fuck y'all live like this. He said, I'll be in terror living like this. This feels like you're about to get murdered any
Right.
day down here. But I felt the
Definitely.
exact same way when I got up there. I was like, I don't know how the fuck y'all live so fast like this up here. I feel like somebody's
But you
about to
was in
do
and
me
out
some
though,
harm.
right, Brody? You was in and out,
Yeah. It was
no
just like,
problems.
yo, we stayed. Yeah, but like, I mean, it was crazy. I mean, these dudes came down and they just like that truck. They gave it to us as a like as a token. You know, that was just a bonus.
The
Like
business.
here, you
Yeah.
they had their own chop shop, all kinds of shit. These dudes, and they would always come every time they came. They always brought us a vehicle just as a present.
Yo,
And
peep that shit, man.
when we would go up there, and it was just like shit. Like he would tell me, like, "Yo, I don't know how the fuck y'all live like this. I feel like I'm being set up, and somebody's about to run in and kill me." And I said, "Bro, when I visit y'all's hood, I feel the same exact way because shit's moving so fast. I feel like somebody's about to run in here and kill me. It was just two different lifestyles, you know." But when I got up there, it
Yeah.
was fast, and when they got down here, they was just so nervous, bro. They were like, they said, "I felt like sitting ducks." And I said up there, I felt like I was shit was about to pop off at any time. And it was just dope. I mean, it was dope, don't get me wrong. But at the same time, it was you have to be on your tippy toes. And it's the exact same way down here. Like, don't get me wrong, it's dope. But at the same
Right.
time, you still gotta be on your ones and twos down here
Boy,
because
you gotta
anything
always
could
stay
go
on
wrong
your
at any time. But it was dope. And then like I lost contact with these dudes for a long time. And then one of them ended up hitting up my fucking uncle, and then it went from looking from them things to now they're looking for that fucking black, and I was just like, nah, I ain't for that's life, bro. You can fuck around and get caught up
man.
with that. You look at nah, I ain't fucking with that fucking. I ain't fucking
Yeah.
with that black right now, and it was just like that's what they wanted, and I was just like, nah, I'm good off of that, man. I almost got killed last year. I don't need no problems right now with that shit.
What
That was up.
I was about to have ask you what the term black was used for there because
Oh, that fucking H. They wanted
oh
that
yeah,
fucking
that dog food.
not that brown. They didn't want the brown. They wanted that black,
Uh
that tar.
yeah.
And I was just like, man, I can't do that right now.
I only fuck with one dude from well he lived up here, but his people was down south and he was a Mexican dude, man. He always told me that our shit was coming from across the border, and I didn't believe this nigga, man. And he was telling me this shit for like 2 months. So I ended up the strip we was on. I ended up pushing the strip, right?
Yeah,
So I ended up hooking him up with somebody I knew by my hometown or in my hometown for loud. At the time, nobody had loud. It was
yeah,
hydro. I mean, it wasn't loud. It was hydro.
yeah. It was just hydro. Yeah, that's what we
Yeah, so
called it.
I connected him with my dude, and we made a couple bucks off of that. And so we go back to what we was doing, and he wanted to grab like more, and he was like, "It's gonna take a couple of days," and I didn't believe this man, but I think this nigga was really connected with the Mexican mafia, bro.
Yeah,
I and they wasn't the I don't even know, man, but after shit fell through and shit, like I kind of look back, like how he was waiting and moving and always he had to go do this, that. I don't know, man. Like it's different down there, man. You come
it
with
is really different, bro. Like I said, sometimes you gotta wait a couple of days. Like just like I said, and some people don't understand, but you understand exactly what I'm saying.
yeah, for sure. That's just how people move, man. It's a difference.
Hell
But
yeah,
yeah,
it's a
thanks,
major
T
difference.
History. Salute. Reno Biz. It's good meeting
Yeah,
you, my guy.
Good meeting you
yeah.
too, bro.
I definitely
Just
And
fuck with
these
you,
and
man.
dudes even these dudes even had music too. They was doing music. They had songs with Bone. They had songs with fucking Busy. They had songs with a bunch of dudes, and they had some good music, bro. But they was really deep. They was more into the streets than I think. They was more into the street shit than into the music. But I mean, the music was hard.
Right, right.
Yeah. Yo, top notch. It's not no problem. Most of the time, like this, when it's open table. I mean, if I
Uh,
just come up here like this, man, you're always welcome in. That's the difference I try to, try to bring to my channel.
oh,
It's
no
my
doubt.
channel, but it's our channel. It's everybody's channel. You know what I'm saying? A little
And top notch.
disrespectful.
When I mic'd down real quick, I heard T saying something about Bone. But and I always wondered this because of my stepbrother, right? He was really
Uh,
like he was really the ones that introduced me to these cats. But at one point, he had asked me if one of them's brother was deep in the game, and I think he said they kicked door on him and they smoked him and his girl up in the house. And I think it was somebody that was related to Bone. I think it was one of their brothers or something.
I remember hearing something about. I was back in the day. I think I do remember hearing something like that. Not like
Yeah, and it was a
I
lot of
don't
it
know
was
the
the people
exact
that we
story.
was fucking with, and it was people we was fucking with, and they was telling
Uh,
us like, nah, we gotta wait because old boy that's working with us and Bone and then his brother just got smoked. They done kicked door and ran up in his house and kicked door and
man,
murdered him. And I was just like, damn. And I never really asked nobody, but when I heard him asking you about where you was from and shit, I said, you know what, I'm gonna ask him.
what was the
But I
question?
think no, but that I just wanted to know because I never asked nobody if that's what really happened. I never seen it. I
But
never
I'm
seen no
about to
news
do
shit.
right. I'm about to do some research. That's the type
Yeah,
of
check
guy.
that out. Yeah, check
Uh,
it out. Like I said, I never seen no news shit or I never saw nothing. Like it was some hood shit, I guess. You know what I'm
them
saying?
niggas
Like
was really thugs. I could tell you that though, man. My
yeah,
auntie used to go out there and take me
because
out
he
there when
used to
she used to
tell
go get her
they used
hair
to
and nails
tell us
done.
they
Nigga,
used to
them niggas
tell
was
us
real thugs.
yeah, because homeboy would tell us like some of these things that we're picking up. Homeboy's gonna get a couple of these things, and I'll be like, oh, that's dope, like and that's why I really fucked with Bone, and like I like their music, and even more some of the shit that they were saying, it made me like, whoa, okay, so these fucking things y'all are
Yeah,
taking up there, some of these boys are gonna touch
yeah,
them, that's dope,
yeah,
and that's just the way I thought at the time, but it was just kind of like, nah, I don't want to fuck. I mean, shit, man, I wish things could be different. But
yeah.
I know they was about it. I know some of them was about it. You know what I'm saying? Just because of what Homeboy has said, and even at that, the main dude from that went down for. He went down for he shot up some people at a club. He went away he went away for life. But the other brother is the one that would always stay in touch, and he's the one that like I
No
said,
way.
it's been too long. I said it's been too long. I ain't heard from you it's been too long. I ain't heard from you in a long time. I know y'all situation, and now y'all are calling and asking for that fucking thing, and that's a long ass time, bro. Though you ain't sitting me up. Hell nah. I'm good where I'm at right now. I'm a rapper, bro. I'm a YouTuber,
Yeah.
T.
Stay out of
I'm
that shit, Reno. Stay out of that shit, brother. Y'all keep your
a
heads, man. I'm gonna fuck with y'all, man. Appreciate you,
for
All
T.
right,
sure, man.
no problem, bro.
Appreciate you.
Peace.
Easy,
I
brother.
really
Yeah.
top
Easy, easy.
notch.
One.
Yo,
It Peace. So Vane put his wig if we found in there too, y'all. That's top notch. Yeah, man. You know, say, hey, I don't know, man. I ain't heard from him in
yeah, I ain't
3 years.
heard from y'all in a couple long
I'm
ass
done. I'm
time.
done doing that. That was something I used to do. Like,
Like it could be, I like. Don't get me wrong, it could happen, but like, yo, that's been a long time, and it's just been a while. Like I can't just do
that is,
that.
I
Like
ain't know what
yo,
you told him. I forgot that you could get it like that. Cause I remember one time, like, with dabbling, like, fucking up, like the Tommy D's in the people's situations. And I remember I asked this dude for that shit, and this dude was like talking about the version of what you're saying is different. Cause that shit, that black is basically like, what's the shit that the niggas like weed? The fucking Quinn talked about that shit before
that
too.
K2 shit.
No, I don't like that shit in Belgium, but they put it in Bud. Uh, the sticky shit, because it's the same thing, except what you're talking about is totally different, but it's more potent. Hash,
Oh
hash.
yeah,
It's
yeah,
just
yeah,
like
yeah,
hash.
yeah,
The shit
yeah.
that they want is just like hash,
It's
except
just
it's
the
dope.
thing is like, yeah, it's just really that's that
It's
gum,
it's
dog.
for
You know what I'm
shooters.
saying? Yeah,
It's for
it's that
shooters.
gum. You could turn
Yeah,
one
so
into two and two into four. You know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
it's that gum. You know what I mean? Just depends. You got to know how to fuck with it.
You know how to
And
fuck with it.
that's real money, bro. You know what I mean? But
Yeah,
that's
it is.
real time also.
Yeah, it's real time because that's more.
Like I said,
That's
that's real
yeah.
money. That's real money,
Mhm.
but that's real time, dog. Like I said. And then like this dude's just asking about it, like, yo, I get it. Last time you came through and picked up a lot of them white things, and but
Yeah,
I mean, and they
I,
came down multiple
I
times, but at the same
I
time,
get you. Because, like you said, you
now
rather
you're
have
asking for
50 of the
something
other
else,
joints
bro.
than you have fucking three of those, nigga. Three of those is worse than 50 of the other ones. I get you.
Hmm. Now you're talking like, whoa, shit, you're calling the wrong phone for that. You
Because
gotta
that, yeah,
call the
you're definitely
fucking
calling the wrong number.
you gotta call the flip phone, the fucking burner phone for that, yo. I'm afraid to
Because
even
those,
talk
that's
after
what
that.
happened
Like
up here when they
after those
start
questions.
killing about the other people. Is That's how it was up here. And the dude got the rule with that Fetty. Like if somebody, because you know that fentanyl was killing people up here, killing people everywhere, but killing people up here, and then they got it. Like basically, if somebody, you get caught serving that shit, you can get a fucking child murder charge off of that shit. Somebody fucking die off of your Fetty, nigga, you're gonna get
Hmm.
charged like you killed them, nigga. Cause that's what you did. So that shit, just like you said, that should eliminate most niggas. Like, nigga, I'm not selling that shit. Fucking get caught with you know what I'm saying? Any little thing, you're not you're not it's not you. And that person be weak or something happened and they're gone, nigga. You do a life bid over a motherfucker getting high and overdose on your shit.
Yeah, man. That's why I said like a lot of these youngsters hit me. Don't get me wrong, bro. I get hit up by so many youngsters and they be asking me wild ass shit. And I just be like, yo, I don't do or did you really ask me that?
Right,
Did you really ask me that? I'm like, I don't do that shit. Do
right.
you not know what the fuck I just went through? And when I
Nope.
could really just fuck, but it's just I'm in a city where I don't trust nobody, bro. There's so many rats out here, bro. The game is filled with rats. The game is filled with people that aren't stand up no more. You know what I mean?
Right.
Nobody knows
Right.
how to take a
Yeah,
loss.
I remember that
Nobody.
because yeah, the same way that you said, I remember like when my cousin he had got hit. This is, again, like you said, being young, same way,
Yeah,
hungry. But it was just something else, and it was just bud, whatever. So when my peoples got hit with it, like they was trying to make him like fucking a meat to fucking bud or some type of shit. But anyway, plus other shit's gonna be involved if you're trafficking like that or whatever. But he was like about to go turn himself in or whatever. And I told the nigga at the time because I was hungry. I'm like, yo, you about to do time to get me the Kinesi. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
this this nigga looked at me like I was like I was a fucking ghost. Like what you saying, like motherfucker. Didn't I just didn't listen to what I said? Because people snitched on him too. Because just like
Yeah.
where Top Notch is from, he was like they was trying to say that he was the man in Cincy, a lot of places in Ohio, like that he was going from Cincy, Detroit. Like when they try to make you big, if you ever get in trouble like that, they're gonna make you bigger than what you
Oh
really are
my
anyway.
god, bro. I
They're
came
gonna
out in
make
the
you
Easter paper. They tried to make me look like a kingpin, bro. I was just like, man, the way they just put everything together on the
no
paper, like
problem, Top Notch. Thanks for coming through, bro.
top notch. Yeah, man. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna check your channel out, man, for sure, for sure. And like I said, like when I went through what I went through, it was like on the news, in the papers, and just the way they put everything together in the pictures, just made me look
Right,
fucking terrible, man. And like
right,
it wasn't even like that, you know. Like yo, I had a pistol in the safe. I had a fucking sawed off in the corner. I had that sawed off for protection just in case anybody broke into my house. Then
Hmm.
you know I had certain money in a little bit in a bag. But when they put it all together and they make it look real nice, and they make it
Right,
put
right.
and they put all this bud together, they put all this yayo together, and they put all these things together. They put all these extra fucking pills and all kinds of shit, and it makes you look terrible. Then they line up all them $100 bills and all this fucking shit was terrible, bro. Like I
Right.
said, I'm grateful. I'm grateful that I live in a city where these cops ain't worth the fuck because that's and I always wondered. I always wondered, like when I was on house arrest all this time, all that time.
Uh-huh.
At first, my PO was saying, uh, if you plead guilty, you're probably gonna do 5 years, right? So I'm like, okay. So I'm already mentally preparing myself to go do 5 years, right? But at the same time, I'm like, damn, because I already know my fucking background's gonna catch up to me, and I hope 5 years don't turn into 20 years. That's what was really had me stressed the fuck out. And I had a fucking public defender that I didn't trust, and I had already taken a loss. I had already taken a loss to the fucking in that situation, and now it's to the point where nobody wants to talk about my case, but I'm on house arrest for all these fucking months. So been on house arrest for so fucking long until finally I saved up some money, right? And I said, you know what? I'm fuck this public defender. Ain't nobody telling me nothing. My PO ain't telling me nothing. Nobody's telling me nothing. I'm telling people, you know what? I'm fuck this house arrest shit. Lock me the fuck up already, so I could knock this shit out. You know what I'm saying? I push my case. You know what I mean? I'm telling my PO. She's like, no, don't push your case. I'm like, fuck that. Push my case. Let's get it going. I'm fucking tired. I'm tired of stressing this. Let's get it fucking going. And I hired this lawyer, and then this lawyer gets into it and looks for it, and then it just turns out that he makes a phone call, tells me, Reno, have 3/4 of the evidence that they caught you with is missing from the fuck are those rooms called where they keep the fucking all the shit they catch you with.
Right. The
Fuck,
confiscation room. I
what
know
the
what you're
fuck are
talking
those
about.
rooms called? Can't think of it right now. I don't know what the fuck.
It's the
The
C. It's either
fucking
the confiscation room or the evidence room.
the evidence room. There you go. They're like, cause they busted me with over 10 grand, and fucking that's the money laundering charge. So
Right.
fucking uh, they're like the money's missing. All the fucking yayo they busted you with is missing. Half of the pills they busted you with are missing. The pistol they busted you with is missing. And I'm like, yo, are you sure? And he's like, I'm sure. I said,
Right.
I got
Why
this
am
from
I even
fucking.
on probation
And I was
anymore?
like, what the fuck? So then I go back and when I bring it up to my fucking PO, I had already been on house arrest for 26 months, bro. And then it
Wow.
was just like they said, you know what? They're just gonna throw out your case because they don't want to look like fools because this is
Right.
gonna make the city look bad. So just this is the last time you have to report. This is it right here. Good luck, whatever, whatever. They were pissed. They were you piss testing me every fucking 2 weeks. I had to report twice a month. So fucking, it was just like they knew I wasn't doing shit because I had already been like they had already done tried to kill my ass on fucking when all that shit happened, I was still on fucking I was still having, I was still on my shit. I just gotta
Mhm.
went to jail, all that shit. So it was just like at first they were really really dicks with me, but after all that shit happened, I guess my PO felt a little compassion when she see me walk in with my whole shit fucking busted up and fucking, I'm not saying she was like the fucking saint or nothing. She was still a bitch, but at
Right.
the same time, they knew the situation I was going through and the fucking shit I was dealing with was heavy. But at the same time, I don't know how somebody like I said, they went into the evidence locker and stole some crooked ass police. So I don't know what they stole. They stole, bro, and they ended up dismissing a lot of shit. And it was just like, wow. So them that money that I paid that lawyer was well worth it. You know what I mean? Because if not, I would have never known.
Right. Yeah, because the pill defender wouldn't have told you shit. It wouldn't have been nobody even talks to him.
Yeah, the man and public defending ass motherfuckers, all they do is they work with the fucking
Right.
they work with the
That's one thing
fucking
though, man.
thing.
I got lucky, but I ain't never had nothing as serious as like you or some shit like that. I never got, but for some reason I'm a person that got lucky with them shits. Like especially the last one, the last time I was in trouble, I was gonna say, man, I deserved. That's when I definitely was done, bro. Most people can't do this. These motherfuckers, I didn't even have no probation or something, but I was home bail. These niggas played around with my last court case, bro. For like, and it won't even know hustle and shit or something, and that's what it worked. They falsely charged me with some fucking violence shit. And boy, I'm running around here probably like the same time you're talking about, like 26 months, almost fucking 3 fucking years. I mean, that's just over two, but the same, a little bit more for me.
Mhm.
But I'm free with no probation, fighting one
Yeah.
fucking case, bro. Fucking dealing with a mayhem charge, bro. So, and I'm doing the best I could do on work. I'm walking on fucking eggshells because any fucking
Hmm.
time in my shit, these people really try to smoke me because all the other times when I was doing shit, I always just got away, got through. So it was like if anything hit me, because even this lady I was just about to give the props the same way, like you said, well, this public defender, she was nice with it. She was really nasty. She was good. And one day when I told her, I was like anybody up here, as much as niggas try to talk, I never be on that because I know what I done and how I was on the streets and what I was on. But I was like, yo, my criminal record, I was like, my record don't even look good, y'all. I ain't been housed. I ain't even been in no houses. So like, why y'all going?
Yeah.
And then she just started pulling out my record, trying to shit on me, like, oh, don't, because she was mad too, because like you said, they still work for the system. Like you said,
Hmm.
even the paid lawyers, but some of the paid lawyers, they have egos, so they're gonna get their victories.
Yeah.
That's the only difference. But they still all go to
Especially if you
lunch
come out the
together.
pocket,
That's
but
why that whole
they're all
situation is
homies.
fucked up. Because they
They'll
all
all
homies. They
eat
go to
lunch
lunch
together.
together. You give me a
Yeah,
charge. Hey,
I said, at
you
the
give
end of
me
the day, they
Reno.
all go to lunch together. They'll eat
We go
together.
to
You know what
lunch
I'm
together.
saying?
Yeah. Yo, you give me, you know what? You give me Reno and official. I give you
Yeah.
history, rain, and worth the Kindle. Okay, cool. My nigga.
Yeah.
You know what? Dinner's on you guys next time. You see what I'm saying? And this is niggas' lives, bro. And people don't understand this type of shit, what it is to come from where we come from. These niggas playing with our fucking livelihoods, and they go to like any other area of life, just like business, the court system itself. That alone would be help me out around yourself, but that's it. What do you call that shit? Uh,
What up, Knicks?
uh, you're laying in bed with each other. What the fuck is the legal term is a conflict of interest. The whole
Yeah.
law and the whole fucking judicial system, that whole shit is false because it's a conflict of interest. They go to lunch and chill together. They fuck with each other.
Hmm.
They have each other's numbers. Some of them fuck. This is my
Yep.
life.
Real
And
shit.
them niggas is playing around. So that's what even killed me. I'm thinking about this now. Like, I mean, I've been through this, but just the fact that the whole fucking going to court, it's a conflict of interest. Them motherfuckers fuck with each other. They don't have no business doing that shit. And
Real
these is
life,
people's
bro.
livelihoods, bro. This is niggas'
And
sons,
like I
daughters,
said,
mothers, and everything. And them niggas just kicking in politics with each other. And it's a motherfucker sitting in jail or it's a motherfucker on house arrest or a motherfucker going through just nerves. And like I said, man, I was home and it's worse even being free because, like you said, and most niggas like, nigga, you know what? Fuck it. What's the numbers you talking about? If you know, that's what they was looking for too. If it's like a jail nigga, you could do it. One of the times I was close, I violated on some bullshit probation, and dude gonna come to me like, you know what? I decided to leave probation. Dude's like, you know what? Don't worry about it. I'm just gonna give you, you know, what I'm saying 13 months in the Bay. This place called South Bay out here is the county shit, it's the state. And he's like, you can do that on your head, right? I looked at him like, you motherfucker, who the fuck you thinking you talking to? I ain't no fucking criminal. The fuck if I can do some fucking 14 months on my head? I know who the fuck you think you're talking to. I'm doing not a
yeah,
day. Fuck's
I
wrong with
feel
you?
you,
But
dog.
like I said, man, I did like 28 months, bro. Reno going back and forth to court for almost 3 years, bro, walking on fucking eggshells, and I finally beat the shit only because, you know what I'm saying, it ended up being some nigga that I knew that was in the shelter with me. He started getting charges and he ain't show up. And even to the last minute, after all of the time I talked about, just like you being on the 26 months in the crib, then they're gonna come with an offer talking about, oh, we're thinking about giving you want to take 18 months with supervised probation, and then we come back in a year later and talk about see how you're doing and if you're
Yeah.
doing good at the time. Like, are you out of your fucking mind, nigga? That'll be fucking 4 years. And all of that fucking time I pick up a fucking case, I gotta give y'all some time. All that shit I've been doing is a waste of my fucking time of staying out the fucking way. These people are fucking crazy.
Real shit.
And criminals and
I
most
used to
niggas can't
yell,
go that
bro.
long.
I used to
I went all
yell.
on.
I used to be in there yelling like, "Yo, push my case. I'm ready to go to fucking jail. Let's go. Lock me up. Let's do this. I can't be on house arrest no more. This
Yeah,
shit
that's the
sucks."
a lot of niggas probation. A lot of that shit is just a setup. I mean, all
Yes,
the
bro.
times that I did, that's why I had, like I said, I ain't did most house time because most of the time I've been on probation, like so, and I've been able, but that should be hard for a lot of niggas because you go out, you're gonna do some, you hustle, whatever, you're gonna fuck up. That's why
Had me
sometimes
going.
it's not even true. It's not even worth you just taking no
What?
probation
Give me one
on
second, Chief.
certain
Give me one
shit.
second. Give me one second. One
Huh?
second. Give me 1 second.
Yeah, go ahead. Nick Snacks, thanks for coming. I see you. We was here just kicking over Reno Biz early morning. How's everybody doing? Thank y'all for staying up or just getting up, seeing me and Real Biz kick the real shit. You know, I'm gonna do this for a little bit longer, and then I'm gonna be out of here. I thank Joshua coming through, just letting all the appreciation and the shout outs to the people like that. Where's Tommy D? Rain, Tommy D still up. Tommy D was asleep. He's probably up by now doing another live. Tommy D. Shout out to Murph to Kenzo, my man ATG Bond, Larry Beach. Oh, everybody. Um, subscribe to my man Gito Quinn. Quinn needs to get that 600. It's choppy now. Probably because of me. I don't know. It'll be in and out like I don't know. I'll try. I'm surprised he's gonna get up in a second. Maybe I need a Reno. But
And we
all I
back.
would say is I thank everybody for coming as usual. And subscribe to my man Gito Quinn. We trying to get Gito Quinn to his 650 by this afternoon. That should be easy. That's only 7 people.
You
Check
could
out
do
my
it, bro.
man
Because like I
Gito Quinn.
said, I felt like just
Birthday
last
came.
month I was at. I felt like just last month or the month before I was at 600. Honestly, so we should be able to. Like I
Huh?
said,
You're a
I
little fuzzy,
I
just
said
like
to.
I was.
I said yeah. I said I felt like 2 months ago I was at 650. You know what I mean? So we could
Right.
definitely get them there. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
But
I had
yeah,
a upstream battle like a motherfucker, but I got there through the help of my peoples this here and my peoples this in Alberta sleep. And peace to my girl Tells of the T. Please subscribe to her channel as long as my man East Media and BG. Those are all the people that really, you know what I'm saying, to make sure that they take care of the boy. But I still need them too. It never stops, you know. I still need more subscribers. I still need time. I still need people to start watching this on good
yeah.
content.
Like I told, like like everybody was saying, oh, congratulations, congratulations. I'm like, that's cool, but at the same day, it's just the guidelines. You know, all we
Hmm.
doing is meeting the quota of what YouTube is giving us. You know what I mean? So I
Right.
appreciate the congratulations, but we still got a long way to go. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
I
That's why I
understand
have
the
to
way
look
things.
great because they still haven't set up the thing for, even though I'm not big about that. I'd rather somebody cash up, but I know how people's minds work. But for me to you know, like I said on my phone, go live, but that's just something that I think just personally happened with me. But and then to have the super chat up there and all that other stuff, and then the membership and
Yeah,
stuff. I want that shit to start rolling, but I think it'll come soon. But
it will.
like I said, long as us, you know what I'm saying, my core people and the people that helps me as much as I help them and vice versa, we're gonna be all right. It's a few, you know what I'm saying, few people that, you know, me, you work with, and then we have other people that we work with on our own. But my thing moving further is like I said, trying to mess with the real, mess with you on some music, see what's up with other people and try to build as much as possible. But I know, unfortunately, at the end of the day, somebody's gonna fuck up the rhythm that's going on. But I know it's not gonna be on my chord, and I don't think it's gonna be by a couple of people that's close to me. But you know, there's no need to be fighting because that's one thing too. Like I said, I could could see the future. Is that everybody that's either going live and time shit is kind of out the window because it's the same way. A lot of people begin more, you know what I'm saying, more people to come live than me. You know what I'm saying? And I support everybody. I don't
Yeah.
look at that, but everybody's content is different. So just like now, when I ask people to subscribe, just like to yourself or others, you can't make, you know, what I mean, people are not going to listen because certain people are here for me or shit. Hell, I was thinking about this. I had to say all day too. It's like the people in the bushes. This is what I was thinking about yesterday, Reno. I just came across
Hmm.
this. Like, I know the people in the bushes and our haters is just like, nigga, you fucking asshole. I'm not even subscribed to you. What the fuck you mean subscribe to them? I'm not even subscribed to you, you motherfucker. You see what I'm
Yeah.
saying? It's people because the numbers match up. I wasn't thinking about that for a while, but it's like if your numbers show you that you get all the views that you got and only a certain amount of people in here, it let you know that so many people watch, but they're not even subscribed to you. And it's crazy. I just don't understand. Like I can see it, like what you said earlier. Like you might watch something, it might be productive or whatever, and you don't subscribe. But I think that's in moving. But for you to like continuously watch somebody, or just because you're bored, or let me go see what he got to say tonight. Like once you find yourself doing that the fifth time, press the fucking button. Like stop it. Like
Yeah.
that shit's just crazy. Like you're gonna just sit there on the sidelines and peep what instill lingo or find a way to be hating, find a way to talk shit about me, but you hear that much, you still like the person. You is there's a liking. You don't just that's
Exactly.
right. We know that's just like us and a bitch. You ain't gonna just keep. Oh, I don't like the bitch. Her God, she got garbage pussy, but you just the 10th time you done fucked her. That's the bitch telling you, "Oh, you suck, you little dick nigga, you this, you that." But oh, I
Oh,
done
that's
fucked you
the
20 times.
ah,
Like
that's the fucking ultimate right there,
like
boy.
how,
When fucking you
how?
little
Now I
dick
understand.
nigga.
Yeah,
Yo, bitches love that line. But when the shit's all gravy, oh, you be daddy dog, daddy floppy donkey dick. But when the fucking shit's all break down and there's people around, oh, you little dick neck motherfucker. You can't even. I'm just like, bitch, shut the fuck up. That shit, I'll pull it out right now and put it on the table.
Not
You
the
look at your
fucking
sister in here, I try to fuck her in the ass.
Reno's a sick bastard. Like, but for real,
Give a
it's like this ain't
fuck.
the second time. This ain't the first, the second, the third time. This is the 10th time. You
You
like little
know,
dick shit. You must like little dick shit, you stupid motherfucker.
yeah,
But yeah, that's crazy. We like to have fun, man. At the same time, like I said, I don't want people to always feel like what I be on. I like to just have, even if that's not considered content to people. But like I said, Reno, you gotta chill for a second too, because you've been putting on you've been in your bag for like the last 2 weeks. So I don't want you telling everything. You got to slow down, start to just put some music on your joint, like you said. So you've been giving a
yeah.
lot of gems, man. I hope people be watching. But like I said, over here is just you see differently. I give other people opportunities. I shout people out. Like I said, that's not to my own. I want anything out of it. It's just me, and just the difference. That, like I said, it be open topics. It be freestyling and everything. But and like I said, you could joke over here and shit like that. I have no problem with it. It's just like when people
And you
be
know what?
building.
I want to give it to you. I give it to you straight, T. Not just
Huh?
a story. I said I'm gonna give it to you straight, right? Like these are just things that I tell you, right? That I think that are fine saying, like this is not even like the fucking tip of the iceberg of the shit that I could be
Okay.
saying, bro.
Oh
Like
no.
you
Well,
know
I
what
got
I'm
you. I got you.
saying? Like,
No, I
yo,
got
there's some
you.
shit that you know what I mean, yo. Like,
I got you.
and
And
this
I
shit
don't
is
think that you care
deep.
about it. I understand you've been through a lot of shit, and then it's certain shit that like I asked the other night for you to repeat the not the in the woods story, but what I asked you the other night was did I like? It was something that was deep. It's just like sometimes everybody don't hear it too. I'm just saying that
Yeah.
you said a lot, you know what I'm saying, and then it's just like if you want to give commentary on your own because you've been giving great commentary here and you also, what I'm saying, done it on Tommy D's or anywhere you go. But it's more like you kind of mainly be yourself and talk your story when you're at me and Tommy D's spot. You can be other spots, but I think that this is when you more of I ain't gonna say more of yourself, but more of your like the shit that you've been through and what's going
Yeah.
on with you. It's more because the way that I am, like
This is
you
where I
was
feel
telling me like
comfortable talking,
earlier.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
It's
and I
just
ask you those
it's,
questions or I bring up stuff like you said the other night.
yeah, because like I
'Cause
said, somebody can ask me something and I could give them a real quick answer. But there's certain things that you ask me which make me elaborate on certain things. Like you're just not gonna understand if I answer real fast. I gotta break the shit down to where people can understand where I'm coming from and understand both sides of the situation. Because if I say just one side of the situation, I might sound like a hypocrite, and people might take it the wrong way. So you gotta understand of the way I'm seeing it and the way it really is. You know what I mean?
and like I said the other night or whatever, because these days we get it could have been last night. I always, but no, because to me, you just got an interesting life, and I love it, nigga. Like I said, I love you, bro. Me, you, just like it's something because you just remind me. I wouldn't say it myself, but it's just like I could just tell. Like I said, that I just know how you are. You have humor, you have skills, and you've been through a lot. You know what I'm saying? And like I said myself, it's just I get it because like I said, the same type of characteristics and survival, and we smile to smile on the strength. You see what I'm saying?
But
Like
you
I
know what?
get
I have
you.
to change. If I'm gonna be 100% with you, T, and I'm gonna keep it honest with myself, the reason that I make a lot of jokes, right? Because I gotta laugh, bro. I got to.
Right, that's what
One
I
thing,
just said. I already
one
know.
one thing in life with me, if you're not funny or you ain't making me laugh, I'm gonna make you laugh, or I'm gonna make myself laugh. Because if not, I'm gonna have a bad day, And
Right.
I've been through. You gotta understand. I've been through shit
No,
that made me wanted to just fucking boom. You know what I mean? People
because
that
I
there's some people that would already boom themselves. Wait, you know,
right,
there's
right,
people that would not
right,
be able to take that situation. And
right,
I feel like in certain situations that I've been through in life, that it's like if I sit there too long and I think about it too long, I really fuck
right,
myself up psychologically,
right.
and
See,
I
I
can't do that. So I find myself like, yo, bro, like if I were to just like I wish I was on my old phone. Like, yo, I broke up with one of the this chick I was with for 4 years, right? This chick that went with me through the home invasion, right? The girl I was with at the time that I was with the
right,
home
right. I'm
invasion
listening
shit.
to you. I hear you. I hear
Yo,
you.
this girl, bro, I was in the hospital for 31 days, right? At one point. And bro, she never left the hospital one time. You know how fucking crazy that is?
Right,
To sit in a hospital chair, sleep in a hospital chair for 31 days, bro.
right,
Beautiful fucking female, dog. Beautiful girl, dog. Love me to
right,
death. Have my name tattooed on her fucking self. Beautiful girl, bro. But at the end of the day, it was like when everything happened and everything I was going through, it kind of broke us up. You know what I mean? Like I said, when I say beautiful, I mean beautiful. Like I'll put her on the screen right now, and you'll say, "No way, Reno B. No fucking way. No way." That's what you'll say. Exactly. I promise you. And it is what it is. Like and
Nah, I believe you already seen.
and you know what's sad?
Oh, you gone,
Oh, what's
Ray?
up?
Oh, my babes is gone. All right, have a good rest and dream only about T history and nobody else. And I'll see you tomorrow. Thank you for all your support,
Good
what you
night,
do
Ray. Yeah, for sure.
all the time. Ray's gonna
And like
kill
I
it.
said,
But
yo, this female, she was really down, right? Like because at the time, I don't think I told you this, but I was just this was maybe about 6 years ago, and I was really moving really fast, right? Like boom, 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 trying to hit these licks, right? Trying to get this money. And one of the times we needed to do some because I always been that type. That's what fucks me up. Females fuck me up. T, I'm gonna be 100% with you. When I get settled, I'm fine with settling. You know what I mean when I say that. Can you hear me? I know you're muted, but
yeah, yeah, yeah. I hear
when
you.
when I mean
Confirm.
I'm fine with settling, and my mom always get on my ass because of this, but only my real homies knew why I did what I did. And when I would settle was because when I mean settle down, get a house, and you know what I mean, and live a normal life.
Right.
That's what I mean by settle, right?
Mhm.
And they would be like, "Why do you do this when you have this opportunity?" And I would always say, "Because, bro, y'all gotta understand this shit it might be entertainment to y'all. Y'all hear this music and shit. This is
Uh,
entertainment to y'all, but this is my life, bro. I done
right.
live crazy shit.
Hmm.
So at the end of the day, I want to have a normal life and be able to settle down one day and have a child of my own. That's one of my biggest things. I always rap my dick. I never wanted to have kids and be like, I can't take care of my kid, or what if something happens if I'm on my fuck shit and I have a kid and now I got a real situation on my hand where shit's going down, but I'm more worried about my kid. You know what I mean? So I
Right.
was in a relationship 8, 9 years, not almost 9 years. I never had a child with that female.
Oh,
She would always try to get me to bust a nut in her. I never busted a nut in her. Fuck no.
right.
Thank God Almighty, because that was another female that was cool as hell. And this is real life, T. I never asked none of these females ever in my life. That'll be the last thing in my life to tattoo my name. To get my
Oh,
name tattooed on your body, don't
right.
don't do that. But for some
Right.
reason, I got 3 females right now that got the name Reno tattooed on them, and they will not cover it. And to me that is weird as shit.
Right. But you didn't
And
show them some shit.
and
You
they be
showed
in
them the real shit.
relationships.
That's why.
They be in relationships, bro. Some of these
Right.
girls will call me at 5 in the morning. I'll be like, "Why you calling me?" Oh my
Mm-hmm.
God, my dude's at work, and I was just thinking about you. And I'm like, "Yo, you covered that tattoo yet?" No, I'm not never covering it. Why not? I bet you fucking man don't fucking flip the fuck out when he sees it. And they're like, "Hell yeah." Last time I was gonna cover it up, but I started crying when they started fucking putting the design over it, and I couldn't do it. And I'm like, "Yo, that's mad fucking crazy, yo." It's just that I feel as a man, I should take care of everything. That's why I was raised by my mama. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's like I don't hit females. I feel like I need to be the. If I'm in a situation where I'm in a relationship, I feel like, girl, just stay at home. Don't worry about nothing because I'm gonna take care of everything. You know what I mean? I always just
Right.
felt like that. You know what I mean? Like I always felt like my dad should have took care of my mother. I seen my mother struggle as much as she did,
Right.
and seeing how strong she is. I don't feel like my mother should have had to do none of that. I feel like my father should have stepped up and done something better. You know what I mean? So I always live my life like, you know what? If I'm with a female, I'm gonna take care of everything. You don't gotta do shit. And
Right.
I think, but I always gave them enough rope to hang themselves, and I never gave them second or third chances. Like I would let them go out with their friends. I'm not that dude that's like, fuck no, you can't go out with your friends on this. Hell nah.
Right.
You know what I mean? If you want to go, go. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? If you want to go, if that's where you want to be tonight, go ahead and go on, girl. Hey, ain't nobody stopping you. If you want to leave me, go ahead, leave me. I don't give a fuck. I ain't begging you to
Right.
stay here. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? And a lot of females didn't know how to take that because I guess
Right.
a lot of these girls like would always get mad because I would never fight, or like
Right.
when I went through my problems with certain guys, it was like they wanted me to fight, and I'll be like, why do you want me to fight this person that I never met before in my life? One of my exes used to always want me to, how come you never fought for me? Or how come you never did this? Or how come you never did this? And I told her, because why do I gotta fight somebody I never met? All this dude was doing was being something that he's supposed to do. You're in a place where you're with your friends, and this guy's being a guy. I don't know him. You're the one that laid down. You're the one that hooked up with this man. But yeah, you want me to fight him and potentially me break this man's neck or break his face or step on
Right.
his face. And now I'm in trouble while you're
Jeopardize
out here
and
with your
yeah,
ass in the air.
jeopardize your yeah, doing the same shit all over again. You
You
jeopardizing
must
your
be
freedom.
fucking out of your motherfucking
Yeah, they're
crazy ass,
fucking
rabbit ass
nuts. I
mind.
done had that shit before too. Like they want to
So I don't
argue
do
with
that.
the
I give
chick
them enough rope
saying
to
they
hang themselves. If you don't want to be around me, you ain't got to be around me. But if on the weekends and fucking weekdays, and you know, I'm not that dude that's like all up on you. Like, I'm just not that dude. Like
right,
I need to be laughing. I need to be laughing, dog. I'm a Taurus. I crave compassion. I love hard. I protect harder. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, I do what I gotta do. to get what's needed to be taken care of, and a lot of females will take advantage of something like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And they don't, what they fail to realize is that once you break my trust and once I don't trust you, I don't fuck with you. And that took me a long time to figure out. Like that took me experience to figure out. You know what I'm saying? And I had to flip my mind and turn that switch on and say, you know what? If because I don't give a fuck. Like I said, I'm me. I'm a big boy, right? I'm a big boy, but I'm on my, like I said, I'm on my fucking diet shit. I've been on that shit. But the way I think I could get any female I want.
man.
I don't know. That's what I think.
I feel you. That's the way you're supposed to think. Fuck that bullshit. Like you said
Like
before, when you
yo,
told me,
I
do
feel
I
like I
think
could
you're
get.
lying, nigga? I didn't see you, on the TikTok, the parties. I didn't see you double up. I didn't see you with shit. And even if they could, or you'll tell me that they're just friends or whatever, like, his personality. And then, like I said, in that area, you didn't put it down. What you said about the tattoos, it's like you didn't make them feel a certain way. That's why they saying what they're saying to you. And I could just
And
tell.
it's like, yo, when that happens, I'm like, yo, why did you do that? Do you think I'm gonna tattoo your name on me or
Yeah,
something?
'cause I'm not doing that.
Do
Never.
you
I don't
think?
give
Do you
a
honestly
how
think
bitch
that
you
I'm gonna tattoo my name? That I'm gonna tattoo your name on me? Don't. Why did you do that? Like I'll get mad and I'll be like, why did you
right,
do that for?
right.
Why?
They
Please
ain't
tell me what was going through
reciprocated.
your motherfucking mind. Because I'm not tattooing my body.
Yeah,
The
that's
only
not
maybe
gonna.
name I'm gonna put on tattooed on my body is either my daughter's name or my grandmama's name. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I ain't putting fucking like no, I'm not doing that. Why'd you do that? Oh, because no, you didn't. Like the craziest excuses, and it's like at the end of the day, these chicks is like I said, I done had the same number for like almost 12 years. I can't change this number, bro. I done had it too long. And it's like I had to block some of these numbers, right? But they find their apps and fucking borrow their homegirls' phones, and it's like
Right.
they'll
Yeah.
catch me fucking like, yo, who's this? Oh, it's me, it's me. Okay, what do you want? Like, and it's like fucking and then it always comes out. I'm like, yo, you still got my. I always want to know, like, did you cover my name up yet? Fuck no. And I'm like, yeah, you did. Send me a picture of that shit right now. I want to see it covered up. And then they send me a picture of my. Oh my god. And you're in a relationship right now? And I'm like, yes. I'm like, oh my god. Like, can you imagine being in a relationship with a woman with a big ass fucking tattoo that says Reno on your back, like a big fucking tattoo? And I'm like, yo, your man don't beat your motherfucking head in every day. Like, yo, that's crazy to me, yo. Like, what the fuck? Cover that shit. And then she'd be like, yeah, we was fighting last time because he told me, oh, you got money to do your whole sleeve up, but you don't got enough. You don't want to cover up Reno's name and this and that. And I'm like, man, I don't want to hear that shit. Leave me the fuck alone. Leave me alone. Leave me
Just leave me alone.
alone. Yeah, that one, boy,
You
like
gotta
fucking
leave
for
me
real.
alone. Milano, just leave me alone.
Ah,
Just leave me alone.
the real shit, dog. And it's just like, even the shit that I was dealing with, like, yesterday before I went live, I think before I went live yesterday, me,
Uh-huh.
when I was talking to official, I had told her, I said, you know what? I'm gonna go to the store, I'm gonna go get something to drink, and then I'll set up that live because I had told her, I said, do you want to go live? I said, I think it would be cool if you go live. And she said, you know what? I don't feel like going live. You go live and I'll jump on your shit. I said, but I'm gonna put your name in the title because I want people to know. Like I want fucking like you might not want nobody to know, but I'm happy for you. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm happy you got what you got because you deserve it. And fucking she was like, you could do whatever you want, put whatever you want. I was like, that's fine. So All I did was go to the corner store around the block. And when I leave the corner store, this girl hit me up talking about, oh, you didn't see me? And I'm like, yo, I ain't out here looking for nobody. I'm just out here getting my drink and I'm going back to the crib. Why, what's pop? Like, what's up? And she's like, oh, well, I passed you up and you didn't even look at me. I said, because I said I ain't looking for nobody. I'm not, you know. And then I didn't
Right.
know if she was in. And then I stopped to buy a cup because I was gonna pour this drink in the cup. And when I was pulling off, there was a blue truck. There's this blue truck in front of me that got its blinker towards the right with the windows down, but they're pulled off to the side, like if they wanted me to pull up on the side of them. And I thought it was this female, and they weren't going nowhere. There's no traffic coming, so why aren't they turning? You know what I'm saying? And they're leaving me a
Right.
big space to pull up on the side. So I start going real slow, but I'm me T, and I always keep that thing on me. So I got that thing at the door because I don't know this fool. I don't know if it's this girl or I don't know if it's somebody that's about to stick their arm out the window and let them things go. You know what I mean? So it's like
Hmm.
I'm in a situation where all I did was go to the corner store, and now I'm in a situation. You know what I mean? And then
Right.
so I stop and I hit the brakes and I don't pull up and I stay back and I got that thing up against the door ready to let it loose. And now this vehicle is the blinkers towards the right, the windows are down, and now this vehicle burns off and takes a left. Like they're mad at him pull up on the side, you know what I mean? And I'm like, yo, what the
Hmm.
fuck was that? So I hit up this bitch and I'm like, yo, was that you in the blue truck? And she's like, no, I'm in my Tahoe. Why? And I said, because there's somebody in the blue truck that's fucking with me. I said, I don't know what they're trying to do. I don't know if it's somebody that I don't know what's going on, but I almost lit up somebody in a blue truck. And she's like, well, I'm in town. I'm this and this and this and that. And just don't leave and this and that. And I said, first of all, like, she ain't nobody to be telling me what to do. Like, me and her are
Right.
cool, you know what I mean? Like, but at the end of the day, I'm 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 good being single and I'm not ready to give myself to nobody. Like because I'm in a mental state where I know I'm not gonna say stable, but I'm not ready to trust people the way I'm ready to trust people. And if I'm not ready to trust people like that, I can't give my all to somebody. And I need to be able to trust somebody 150%. Like 100 ain't enough.
Right.
And it's not even about going out and doing something. You can't lie to me. Like that's one thing I don't do. I do not lie. One
Right.
thing I can't stand is you don't need to lie to me about the smallest things. If you're lying to me about the smallest things, what about when some real shit happens or if it's something big? You know what I mean? If you're
Right.
lying to me about small things, what about when it's something big goes down? Or what about if it's something, I don't need that in my life. I don't need
That's true.
liars around me. I can't do that. And it's something that I had to learn. Like I said, I learned these things as life taught me a very great lesson. You know what I mean? This fucked up life that I led taught me great lessons. You know what I mean? And if I know I'm not ready to be in a relationship, I'm not going to hurt somebody, or I'm not going to allow myself to get hurt. You know what I mean? And it's just a
Right.
situation where I'd rather just be friends, and I'm not even trying to stick my dick in you because I know if I do that, it's going to cause problems because I use my tippy toes. You know that tippy toes gives you that extra. Yeah,
Yeah.
bitch. So I ain't doing that. You didn't even see when I put my leg up in my camera on voice.
That's the-
You didn't even see when I put my leg up.
John Candy of rap. This nigga Reno is a motherfucker, boy. But telling the truth at the same damn time. For real.
Yeah.
You gotta leave us alone. Leave us
You gotta
alone. God
leave
damn,
me
you better leave
alone.
me
So now I'm
alone.
at the house and the fish was yelling at me like, "Yo, are you motherfucking home yet?" Because I left her some fucking voice messages where she could tell I was on go. And I was like, "I don't fucking know what the fuck is going on right now, but I'm a," and she's like, "Yo, calm the fuck down." And I'm like, "Well, I'm just fucking letting you know what the fuck it is and this and that." She's like, "Calm the fuck down, this and that." And I'm like, "Yo," she's like, "You're at home, right?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm at home." What the fuck? But I'm outside though. I'm waiting to see if anybody passes by because if anybody passes by, it's go time. And she's like, just ignore these fucking people's numbers and don't answer nobody's calls. And I'm like, fuck that. I'm going live. She didn't even want me to go live, so I'm going live. I don't give a fuck. I send her to have Spanish message. She was like, I don't even know half of what the fuck you're saying. And I'm I was like that on that go time. She's like, "What the fuck are you even talking about right now? Speak fucking English." And I'm like, "Yo, I'm telling you that I'm fucking like on go time right now, and I'm just fucking ain't nobody fucking around right now." I was just like, "Fuck," it was fucking funny as shit.
Oh, man.
And then I was like, "Yeah, I'm fucking going live. I don't give a fuck. Let somebody pull up right now. I'll get in the business on live if I have to." And she's like, "Oh my god," and I'm like, "Yo, I'm just saying." And it was just it shouldn't. And like I said, all I did
I
was
don't
go to
like
the
that
store.
shit, man. I
And like I
told you,
said,
man. I
like
think
I
you
said,
need to give.
all I did was go to the
give
store, bro. Like I said, I was gone for fucking not even 15 minutes. And then I was just like, why in the fuck though? Like I said, I've been home all day, been doing my shit. I said, all I did was go to the store. I didn't even get down. I went through the drive through, but people want to fucking like, yo, like people either fucking love me. Like I said, in this city, it's like 60-40. It's like I get 60% love and I get 40%. These motherfuckers, they just hate me, bro. And like I always lived on like that shit. Like fucking a lot of people say, you always get killed in your home city. You get killed in your hometown. And I always felt like, yo, people done tried that already on me. You know what I mean? I'm blessed. Like I always tell you, T, I'm blessed to be here taking these breaths. I'm here to be on. I'm blessed to be here on live with you. You know what I mean?
Right,
So it's just like I'm just gonna rock out until fucking till my cards punch. But like I don't see that happening soon, and I pray to God that don't happen anytime soon. But I ain't gonna live in fear, or I ain't gonna live in fucking. You know what I'm saying? Fuck that.
right. Stay mobbing on, but I want you to get out of there. You need a breather for a while. You need to go to fucking Florida or something. See all Tommy's. We need to go get with one of Tommy's girls. Go to Florida for a week or two or something. Fuck up out
Oh,
of there for a
exactly.
second.
I started laughing because I think I said on time, I need like a deep back massage. I said I'll probably bust a nut in my pants, and he started laughing. I said, shit, give me a fucking deep back massage. I probably bust a nut on myself. I said, I don't give a fuck. I'm just that type of person. Yo, bro, I tell you straight up, bro. This girl that fucked me up, this girl that fucked me up, right? That I was in a relationship with her for almost fucking 9 years, bro. Yo, this chick made me wait a month and a half before she gave me the pussy, right? I think that's what she fucked me up because I was trying to fuck her the first night and she didn't let me hit it and fucking and and yo, she never let me hit it, bro. As many times as she took me out, and she'll always do some nasty shit. She'll always do some nasty shit like to have my mind in the gutter. But she never let me hit it, right? Until finally when she let me did hit it, you're talking about almost
You was
2 months.
burning piss.
You're talking about almost 2 months. She finally let me hit it. And yo, when I tell you I busted it up, it's fucking fast. Yo, and I blamed it on her. I said, you know what, this is your fault. I said, this is your fault. I'm laughing. I don't give a fuck. I'm laughing at the
No, it's
situation.
not right.
But I said, this is your fault. Now she's like, how the fuck's it my fault? I said, because you made a build up. You builded me up and you put the pussy on a pedestal and you made me fucking like, you know what? Like, this is your fault. And and then, but I was laughing about it though. Like, I don't care, bro. That's just me. I said, you got to give me 5 minutes. Just give me 5 minutes and I'm going to do it justice. But this first one is on you. It's your fault, girl. And you know, a lot of people might have folded in that situation and been embarrassed. I didn't give a shit. I was like, yo, this is your fault. You see this mess? It's on
What?
you.
You
And I
better
said,
leave me alone.
you
You
better
better
leave me
leave me
alone, girl.
alone.
Give me 5 minutes. I'm about to knock the dust off that. But I got the first one out the way. Yes, it happened really fast. And that's your fault for doing all that nasty shit you did to me for the fucking last month and a half. It's your fault.
Right. I
What?
always say that that's just like on that night when they play around all fucking
Oh,
night. That
bro.
shit's
I
ready to
just
go, and
believe
then
me,
you finally
bro.
go, you
I'm
finally
just
gonna
like,
give up. You
yo, this
finally
is
gonna
the
get the
night.
jaws. That shit's gonna be like, that shit's gonna be 4th of July in 30 seconds. You
Hmm.
playing games. When I first reached and tried to take that shit off, you should have came up out that shit.
Bruh, I was like, this is it. All month, for the first week, I was like, yep, this is it right here. Saturday night, I'm about to knock the dust off this bitch. Nope. Oh my god. She come with me on a date. She wearing a little skirt but with no panties on. And she just like give
Oh,
me a little flash of it. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? And then I'm like, we're like going to my crib, and then still she don't let me hit it. And she's like, oh no no no, just take me home. Like, man, this bitch really fucked my shit up.
Should have jerked off first.
But there was no time. There was no time because I didn't know if she was gonna let me hit it or not.
Should have
It
jerked
was
off the
just
night before. Should have jerked.
this keep always
ah,
just coming
Should
there
have
was
jerked
no
off two times,
time.
nigga. Cause I don't
Yeah,
think one. You should have jerked off twice, nigga.
there was no
Why would
time. It was
you
just
say
like,
that? You
yo,
know,
it was
I'm
we
the
was
one
in the
who
living
brought it up.
room. We was in the
You
living
shouldn't
room
have told me
chilling,
that.
and then she just did it on her own. Like, I wasn't even trying anymore. I was already done. Like, man, when the bitch fucking give me the when she finally gives it up to me, she'll give it up to me. I was already on that. Like, I was done trying. It already been a month and a half.
I'm gonna show my young bitches this clip of you saying that so they can learn game, so they could
For
do the same
real.
thing to the next nigga.
I
Yeah,
swear to
that's
God,
game right
yo.
there. She set your ass up, boy. She put you
She
in a
really
bear trap.
did, bro. She
Yeah,
did. She locked my ass down.
yeah, she put your ass
Fuck.
right in the bear trap, nigga. She starved you for 30 days. And then she gave you some bum ass rich crackers, and you was eating them shits up like they was she
Boy,
gave
like
you
I
some
tell
regular
you,
crackers.
dog.
She gave you some soda
Man, she
crackers. You
did,
was eating them
bro.
shits like they was rich. You like, oh my god,
Oh
this
my
shit is delicious.
God. Yo, man, dude, it was just wild because you know what? She was like fine as fuck, had some big double D perky ass titties. Them shits was bouncing just perfect. And I was just like, oh my God. Yo, I'm about to bust a nut. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. This is coming out. This is on you, girl. This is all on you.
Damn,
Boom.
you ain't even touch the pussy. That shit was squirting. I hear you, Buster.
Yeah. Yeah. And then I just laughed because, like I said, I didn't give a fuck. And I just sat back and laughed about it. And I was just like, yo, you gotta just give me like 4 or 5 minutes. And then I got you. Don't worry about it. But I
You
was just like,
throwing
but
game.
just know this first one was on you. And now I'm about to dust that shit up.
She let you? Did she let you? Did she eventually let you hit it the second time?
Oh, yeah, yeah. She was laughing too.
She was
She
laughing
laughed.
while you was hitting
She
it.
laughed. Bro, no, she laughed about the situation. Like,
Later on, right?
yeah, like, she was like, "What the fuck?" And then I explained to her like, "Yo, this is on you," and I'm
Right.
laughing about it, and she's like, "So what the fuck? This and this and this and that," and I'm like, "Yo, just give me 3, 4, 5 minutes, man. I got you." But we just laughed about it after that. You know what I mean? Because it was funny as shit when I blamed it on her. I said, "This on you? That's that fucking all that time you held out on me, and fucking be every time you come around me, you be wearing these little ass shits, no pangs and shit, all doing all this shit, grinding on my dick and shit. And then when I think I'm about to hit it, you don't fucking go away. Like, man, this shit's on you, girl."
Man, I had a bitch like that I met up in the Bronx. This bitch was thick and beautiful, nigga. And yo, let me tell you, the first night I was over there, I brought the bitch some weed, about 40, $60 worth of weed, just for her.
Yeah,
And we was drinking and shit. By the end of the night, I got the bitch laid across my lap, spanking her ass while her pit with her panties on and all that, making her
yeah.
pussy super wet. Man, you know this bitch still wouldn't give me no pussy that night. That bitch, you
Oh
know what
my
she said?
god.
But you know what she told me? She said, "Joe, man, the reason why I ain't gonna give you no pussy is because I really, really, really like you, and you gonna look at
Yeah,
me as a hoe if I
that's
fuck
what
you
I
on the first
exactly.
night."
That's
You
the
know
way
what
it
I told
is.
that? You know what I told that bitch, Reno? I said, "Bitch, if you a hoe, you gonna be a hoe, whether I fuck you right now or if I fuck you tomorrow, you gonna be a hoe."
Yeah, that's true. But I mean, this is the way some of these girls think.
But she still held it down. I ain't getting no pussy that night. I went home with the blue balls. But
I
dig it.
feel you, man.
But dig it, right?
Some of these bitches fucking know what they're doing.
The second
Like
time
I
I went
said.
over there, she was ready. The second time I went over there, she knew she was gonna fuck, right? You know what I
Hmm.
did? I jerked off 2 times and drunk like a pint of Hennessy, nigga. I was
Ooh,
hell
dusting that
bent on tearing that pussy up, bro.
just to prove a point. I'm about to wax that ass, girl.
Yo, you gotta take that shit serious, man. Because women, they whole assessment about you is all about fresh first impressions. So the
Yep,
first time you fuck them, that's how they gonna look at you forever. You know what I mean?
I get it. Trust me, I get it. Like I said, this bitch done trapped me there. After that, I was with the bitch for fucking almost 9 years.
Damn, bro, you had a kid with her and all that.
Nope, I will wrap up
Yeah, it
my
was
dick.
worth what he said. Or Ebony, what's up? Yeah, like you said, nigga, all of the she if it's that now that's when you can't fuck up. If it's that bitch just giving you some draws to give you some draws, oh, that 2 minutes ain't you ain't getting no you ain't no get back then. If it's a solo act, nigga, and that shit you blast or see that too much, you put in that work. You
Hey,
jump
yo,
in
T
there, nigga,
history.
she give you some draws and it be 2 minutes and that bitch really don't like you, nigga, you won't never sniff it again.
Ah,
Yo, T history. Yo, T. I got a show for you, bro.
What's that?
You got to talk about this crazy ass bitch.
What crazy ass bitch? A
Her name
particular
is.
a crazy ass bitch or just talking about a crazy ass bitch?
We gotta go with. You gotta put together a show, right? But you gotta set it up first. You gotta tell the people about the crazy ass bitch, and then people are gonna look into it and have an opinion, and then we gonna do a show on that.
crazy ass bitches.
Oh, who's the crazy ass bitch, man?
Jaguar, right?
Oh, you think she's crazy? I don't think she's crazy, bro. But I so how would you want to go about what you want to talk about with Jaguar, right? Like, I
I
mean, I
mean,
think
look,
Ebony. I see because one girl's here, a babe Rain with the sleep. Ebony, you know who Jaguar Wright is, right? Or do you? Because I think she, at least besides the clouds, Renee's the only one that's in there. Renee, you know who Jaguar Wright is?
she obviously she's a fan. But anyway, right? Let me tell you about this crazy ass bitch real quick. Let me give you and Reno a quick
She says
overview.
she's free.
Yeah,
She ain't crazy. All right, go
Yeah,
ahead. Yeah, because
obviously,
I don't
obviously,
believe
yo,
that she's
yo, yo,
crazy.
what's bugged out about Shorty T?
Mhm.
That bitch got a gang of fucking fans.
Of course you
I
do. I mean,
noticed that there's a lot of crazy ass women in the world today, and they're willing when they see. I noticed this shit, bro. Like certain people that's just crazy. I noticed that black people was willing to get behind. Like you
Ebony,
look at
you
it,
gonna come
nigga.
up here
Yo,
and rep
yo,
your
yo.
girl?
Hold on. Let me give you an
Ebony, you gonna
example,
come up
right?
here and rep your girl? Nah,
Let
I
me
don't
give you
know.
an
Go ahead,
example.
Harlem, because I want to see what you gonna say too. I want to see
Now,
how when that
let
Ebony
me get,
woman.
I'm just saying, let me give you an example, right? You take a dude like Brother Polite. You ever heard of Brother Polite?
Yeah.
You take a nigga like that, right? This nigga is obviously lying and he's crazy, above crazy. He's so crazy that there's an underground crazy garage. But black people love that shit.
Right.
They love it. They keep sending this nigga money and he
Yeah, they
keeps
keep
scamming them.
sending money. They keep.
Bro, he keep telling these niggas dumb shit like, yo, he'll tell you, yo, I'm the owner of the Trump Towers. You be like,
Yo,
word. And then he'll convince you he the owner of the Trump Towers. And then he'll tell you, yo, send me 5,000 and I'm gonna send you back 50,000 in 2 weeks.
damn.
And niggas will send him the 5,000 and they won't get
Nah,
shit
but
in 2 weeks. And he just keep doing that shit to people.
nah, that even the I could go back to Jaguar, but we'll do that. We'll talk about it. But also with him, and
But
you know this though, Harlem.
you gotta do your research first.
I pretty
I do
much
your
know
research.
her story from. I know who Jaguar Wright is without me. I mean, I could freestyle. I mean, I know who she is. I mean, I know the whole
Now
everything that you know about her.
I don't want no nigga shit. I don't want no bullshit freestyling, nigga. That's nigga shit.
Not
I want you to know what you talking about when we do
no,
the
I
show.
basically, I mean, but see, I don't see it, bro. To me though, I don't see. I mean, even though that's nothing wrong with that, but I don't see it.
You haven't done your research, nigga.
No. What do you mean? I know who the chick is, bro. I know about Jaguar Wright, obviously more than you do. If that's the case, if
No,
you
you
think
don't know her. You always do little shit like that. I know her more than you, nigga. Blah blah blah. Let me ask
because
you a question.
the reason why I'm
Let me
saying
let me
that
let, let
because
me
I
let me ask you a question real quick, right? Do you
what's that?
know who? Do you know who
Who a baby
Tasha
father
K?
is?
No. Do you know
I
who
don't know, but
Tasha
I
K?
don't know. I know they got it too, but I don't
Do
follow
you
like a
know
lot of
who
the people.
Tasha K is, nigga?
Bro, I
The
don't
you
know who
the
Tasha K
YouTuber
is,
chick,
bro.
Then you didn't do your research, nigga. Get the fuck out of here.
How
The
do I have to
YouTuber
do
girl.
a you're bringing bro? I understand what you said and what you're talking about, but how you gonna tell me I don't need to do my research? I don't follow
Cause
all
I'm
these
smart.
people.
I'm
You think
smart. Cause I got the brain of a fucking true Jew and the
Hey,
mind of a champion, nigga. That's how I could tell you
that
that,
that
nigga.
Tasha K bitch, that YouTuber chick.
yeah, you're talking about something that I'm not interested in, but I know who Jaguar Wright is. You
Yeah, you
can't
might
tell
not
me
be
I
and
can
you might not be interested in it, but the shit that you interested in is it bringing you views, motherfucker. So I'm telling you, I got a show for you that you could talk about, and maybe people might be interested in it. How
right.
about that?
Well, you're talking about I don't really have the time for me to be see that's the thing, bro. That's the understand. See you that's good. You just put out a key element about myself and what my show is about, bro. I'm not gonna be doing that, going and
Hell yeah,
investigate.
Ebony Renee. I be watching that shit because it's entertainment. It's better than cable. I got cable.
Right.
I pay $100 a month for cable when I don't even watch fucking TV.
Word. I mean, I
But let me
word
tell you though,
Ebony.
the reason why I pay for cable is not for me. It's for people that visit me.
Nah,
Right.
but bro,
Mainly bitches that come
I
to the
can
crib.
understand that because I understand that's the only reason why like I ever seen the show The Kardashians or I ever watched back in the day. I watched Real World and all. It's like certain shit in that area is because I give you the benefit of doubt, or not a bit. is because you want to pay attention to like what women think and shit like
All right,
that.
let's
So
talk
I
about
understand what they're
hey
talking
yo, hey
about.
yo, hey yo, hey yo, hey
But
yo, let's talk about this bitch Tasha K. So what I
I
want to
just
say
don't
is
know
that,
about her.
so let
Yeah,
me
just
set it off,
yeah, that's
right?
what you say. Yeah, talk about Tasha K.
Let
Go
me
ahead.
set it off. Let me set it off. So what I want to say is
There's the
this.
wino
Number
chick, right?
one,
She says
number
like all
one,
her fans are winos and shit, right? If I'm on the same page.
I'm bugging. I don't mean Tasha K. Let's not talk about her. She's official. I like Tasha K. Let's talk about Jaguar Right. Now, number one, this bitch is delusional. This bitch is evil, and she's a fucking liar.
All right, but bro,
But
all right. So you can
now,
say that, but like me,
I've actually come across women like that. I've actually come across women like that. Let me give you a story that Jaguar Wright admits to. Right, she got married to a nigga. She was a singer. She was on tour with the Roots. She went on tour. She ended up fucking Talib Kweli. Now let me ask you,
who was on tour with the Roots?
Jaguar Wright, nigga.
Jaguar, that's what you telling me to do my information. Basically, she was the Roots. What are you talking about? She won't on
Nigga,
tour
when the
with them. She
fuck,
was in that
nigga,
group.
when the fuck was she the
She
Roots?
is basically a member of their group,
That's
nigga. You
disrespect.
talking what
That's
you
disrespect.
talking about? You're being
Yo, bro.
disrespectful. You told me to do my homework, and I'm telling you what you don't know what you're talking about. She
Yo,
was on a
bro. Yo,
tour with
bro.
the
That's
Roots, but she's
disrespectful.
basically
That's
she,
disrespectful
bro.
toward the Roots.
She's Capadonna to the Roots. What are you talking
She
about,
was
nigga?
in the Roots. She was in the Roots, but she
So
was
how's
not
she
the
on tour
Roots.
with them then? How's she on tour? You're making it seem like she's an undercard. She was in the
Nigga,
group,
that's what the
bro.
fuck I just said.
No,
What the
you
fuck
said
is
she
you
was on a
talking about?
tour with the Roots. That ain't what you just
That's
said.
what the
You said
fuck I
if
just
somebody
said,
who
nigga.
don't know, if some no, it ain't. If somebody who don't know what you're talking
What you
about, you
mean? No,
made
I
it seem
didn't.
like,
Nigga,
bro,
that's what
you
the
said,
fuck nigga, listen. I said Jaguar Wright was on tour with the Roots. That's what the fuck I
yeah,
said,
and that's
nigga.
coming in the way that you said it is condescending, nigga. You said it and it's coming off to somebody who don't know.
Yeah,
It's like you're
I'm
saying that
being
she
very
was.
I'm being very
Of
condescending
course
toward
you are.
that
That's
bitch.
why I said what I said, bro. That's why I said what I said because you're making it seem like she's some nobody.
I told you off the rip. I'm coming condescending toward that bitch. Very condescending.
Right.
I told you that from the
So
rip,
say that.
nigga.
I mean, I
That the
understand
whole
that, bro.
show
But
was
you're
about
trying to
crazy
say
bitches.
you're trying to make it seem like she was
No,
somebody that
nigga,
got
you
put
talk
on a
about
card or something. She was
nigga.
the
No,
part
no,
of the card, bro. Go
you
ahead,
just did
say it.
some
Go
bull.
ahead and say what you was gonna say, bro.
You just did some bullshit, nigga. You talking about?
No, no, what
Oh
you trying
shit,
to
I
do
just
was
did.
bullshit. What you
If you
trying
gonna
to
let
do
me
was
get, if you gonna let me
bullshit.
get my fucking, if
I
you gonna let me
said
get
go
my
ahead and
fuck, are
talk.
you
I
gonna let me
said,
get
but
my
go ahead
word
and
out?
talk. I
Are
said
you
go
gonna let
ahead
me
and
get? Are
talk.
you gonna let me get my word
How
out?
many times I'm
Or you
gonna
gonna
tell you
over
to
talk me?
get to talking before I say get the fuck out, bro? Say what you gotta say, dog.
Nigga, fuck your room. Now
All
and I'm
right,
gonna
then
say what I
peace,
gotta
bro.
say. Now at
Nah,
the end
get
of the
out of
day,
here, bro.
nigga.
You want it, nigga? You're not talking tonight, dog. You come with that fucking bullshit, sell that shit somewhere else, bro. And I don't know what the fuck you're doing, bro.
Ah, yeah.
You're gonna come up here with your own fucking narrative and think you're gonna overtalk me and keep talking, nigga. Where the fuck you think you? Now, like I said, anybody just to cancel that bullshit. Anybody got any goddamn sense? If y'all don't know who she is, he's talking as if she try to. Oh, he when she was on the tour with the Roots, she was in the Roots, nigga. You're trying to sell niggas who don't know. You're trying to start off already slighting her like she was just there or she was the undercard when she was them niggas from get go. You just don't like the chick, bro. Just say that, nigga. Come on.
The girls in the chat saying she was drunk, fucked herself over. She's not crazy. She traumatized.
Exactly. I
Ray
mean,
said,
that's one thing
it's
everything
too
since she been saying.
early.
She's different. She's different, but you know what I'm saying. There's a lot of stuff that that woman been through, and like I said, I'm not putting
Money
nobody
bag
set, but
roll.
I already got through that shit. There's a lot of shit the
Salute.
girl been through, but like he's trying to make me do or whatever. That's another reason why I don't have them. Yeah, those who put up other people's numbers and other chat rooms and what niggas do, but I'm not concerned with that type of shit. Like I'm not gonna. I'll talk about it briefly if y'all in the crowd people bring that to me, but not the way he's bringing it. Like I supposed to just change up and do. I don't do that. I don't even be talking about celebrities like that because it's too much other shit going on. It's not my fault that people are sitting up here analyzing, and that's a brother that talk good shit. So what are you over there analyzing people that ain't got nothing to do about the betterment of us in life, bro? I'm talking about some love and hip hop shit, dog. I'm talking about real life. I let you come up here to cut my brother off talking about some real life shit, and you're talking about some Jaguar right shit, bro. I don't need those numbers. I don't need to get numbers like that ever. I don't know what it's gonna take for y'all niggas to understand, bro. I'm a different animal, nigga. We gonna get this from the mud, the real way.
Fresh up at the mud with it. You fucking muddy. If she was clout chasing, why she ain't put out an album or book? She just got used for information we didn't need, to be honest.
And if she made a fucking album right now, that shit'd go rubbish because of all the shit she been on. But the bitch, the lady is talented. Niggas done seen that already.
Yeah.
Motherfucking Mary J. Blige and all of them hated on her because they couldn't fuck with her at her beginning. So Clyde Davis and all of them. It is something to talk about, but don't just sit up there talking shit to me because you want to sell a motive on your situation. I tell niggas all the time, if that's the case, get yourself a channel and talk about it on your channel, bro.
Yeah.
Come up here
Yeah.
disrespecting me to just you feel a certain way about something. Get your channel and say it.
She working on a documentary series. That's what's up. Like
So,
even the last video I dropped. Not
mhm.
live, but the last video I dropped. Oh shit, it's Tommy D.
All Tommy's trying to do is come over here and get the little bit that I got.
I'm
Try to
just
just
supporting. I'm here to support, man. That's all. Don't make it out to be that.
motherfucking slimy,
Motherfucking Tommy, motherfucking D.
slimy ass Tommy D. No, I'm always fucking with you, Tommy.
I'm on
115, just so
fucking
you know.
ghost hand,
I'm
bro.
you know how everybody fuck with you. I only fuck with you the same way. Except when it goes too far. What's up? Good morning, Tommy D. What's going on in the life of Tommy D?
Have a
I'll be off in 20 minutes. You ain't gotta worry.
and I ain't going on. I came on here. You know, I'm probably just gonna go on nighttime. You know what I mean? As long as no one else is on.
Fuck that. We're going on a 24-hour
Like I
Nah,
show.
said before, Tommy D, and like I said, even when you and I don't want to open up, and I don't want people to feel away, but I mean, I can say what I want to say. But even like when that shit was going on, I told them people, like I said before, when especially when it's this time, I do vampire time and shit like that. And then all of a sudden, everybody. So if somebody could get upset, and sometimes it could be me because nobody was doing these times. When it's these times and you got certain, especially in your situation, I'll never get mad at you. You know what I'm saying? Because you're not taking my people anyway. You know what I'm saying? If anything, it's supposed to help each other, and people gonna listen to who they're most interested into anyway. So
Yeah,
I just don't
of
even
course.
understand what that be about. I just me Reno or myself, I just fuck with you. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's gonna fuck with you about it.
like I fuck with Tommy the long way. He's cool as fuck with me, man. Like I could relate to Tommy's story because
Right.
I got a there's a piece of me, there's a little piece of Tommy in me. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? I bet
Me
there's a
too.
little piece. You know what I'm saying? So when I go to his channel and I see people fucking breaking down or talking about what they need to talk about, or sometimes they just need a platform to talk, that's dope. You know what I mean? And I respect him for it. and it was just some people fucking get mad when people go live or this and this and that. Like I said, I didn't come from Mars over money. A lot of people put me in that category. They said, "Oh, Reno B, I could go live whenever the fuck I want to go live."
Pretty
I
much.
live in the bottom of the map in Texas. You know what I mean? I shouldn't be taking nobody's subscribers. Most of the people that listen to me are from people from Texas. You know what I'm saying? But if I do a live or something and people come on my channel, it's for a reason.
Right.
Or
Exactly.
if T History does a channel, like if T History is live, I'll invite him to my panel. Come over here, let's talk. Or if Tommy's live, come over here, let's talk. Y'all like I consider y'all homies. But I really don't be doing too many lives. But like yesterday I did a live. It was because I wanted to go live for the situation that what it was, you know what I mean?
Yep, and you didn't bring your ass over here, so I got beef with that, no sir.
As well. Official one.
Nah, but
But
nah,
it was
that's for
just
official. But nah, because I
but
got that on what's the name? Like I was telling you, that's why I was over there for a minute too, and I kept trying to say it, but y'all was on it, and I kept trying to throw in it. Yo, out of nowhere, I got an interview from my man down south, with from originally from out here. But I came over and kicked it, and you told me you wasn't moving, you was doing your thing. Like I said, in that type of situation, I mean, any situation, I don't. It's different because I don't sweat it. It's good, like I said, that everything that we've been trying to do from like Tommy D, like from us guys, and that's wonderful. But it just shouldn't be no argument over it unless you just see somebody deliberately just trying to like say if we was talking about the same, if you're talking about the same stuff and you just deliberately stepping on toes, that's when I would take it. But like I said, anybody, somebody get up, oh, THC be up there 1, 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. But that time when you got something that you want to kick or something's going on in your mind, you're supposed to not open up your live because I'm live. That I don't know. I just, I don't get it.
I couldn't get with
yeah.
that either. No doubt.
It is what it is.
Like I said yesterday, I don't care if there's just two people in my life, and I didn't care if it was just me and her. I said, I'm going live, and I don't care if it's just me and you. We're just gonna
Right.
talk about it. She's gonna smoke and take a couple shots. I'm gonna drink a couple of drinks, and we're just gonna laugh about the whole situation and talk. You know what I mean? Instead of fucking doing it in private, we're just gonna fucking and when you talk in private like that, it's either you gotta do it like on FaceTime or over the phone or through voice messages, and it was just like, no, fuck it, I'm just gonna do it on YouTube. I don't care. And like, let's just go. If two people show up, I don't care. This live is not meant to get views. This live is meant for me and you to chop it up and just talk. You know what I'm saying?
For socialness, social interaction,
Yeah,
I
it
feel
was just
somewhat.
social. And it
Well,
wasn't
that's
for
what I'm saying
anybody.
to Tommy. Is a few people who don't know you, so basically tell them what the hell. Like Ebony, let no Ebony knows, but let them and Joshua knows, but let Moneybag Mo know, basically what the channel has been about, and what it's about.
But Tommy D is like a safe place for people to come and talk about whatever problems are going on in their entire life. It doesn't have to be addiction. It could be anything. But a lot of times it's surrounded by addiction because that's what my problems are. So I put my problems out there and people usually jump off of it when they can relate. That's how usually
Yeah.
a show starts. Like I'll ramble on for like an hour or a half hour, and then people will just hear shit and they come up and start talking about it.
And
It's usually what happens.
I like to jump on Tommy's panel and chop it up with him because it makes him feel comfortable and it makes other females feel comfortable or it makes other guys feel comfortable about being open or what. And me and Tommy could relate to each other. You know what I'm saying? And like Tommy D was saying, like he'll even tell you himself, I love it when Reno B comes on my panel. It makes it a lot easier for me to talk and it gets me through my shit. And I've heard him say it many times. And I salute him for that. You know what I mean?
Man, and I already know a bunch of people that have already told me personally. that they come to my channel because they heard you talk. So I mean, I'm just saying it like it is.
Yeah,
Reno's
and like
good. Reno been basically this has
And
been
like
his
you don't even
channel the whole
realize,
time.
oh, he opens up so much, and it allows them to have courage to.
yeah, sometimes Tommy fucking tell me. Sometimes Tommy voila, and I gotta just say, Tommy, calm the fuck down.
Gotta
uh,
grip you up to the phone,
yeah,
yo.
I told like Tommy the other day he started yelling. I was like, Tommy, stop fucking yelling at me. And I was
Yo, he
like,
had a wild
yo,
night, man.
I was like, yo, Tommy dog. Oh my god. Oh, I was fucking so frustrated that night, but we got through it, and we
That
still
night was
homies.
rough. That
Yeah,
night was
man.
rough. Wow, what a night that was.
Yeah,
Makes us
man.
stronger, though.
T, like I said, I come to T's channel. T, like I like the way T talk. T always asking me fucking certain questions where I could break shit down about my life and shit I'm going through or shit I've been through or shit I'm planning on doing. He just always asks me them good questions that make me break shit down the correct way instead of just giving short ass little bitty ass answers. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like it's interesting. Some of the shit that I say be interesting as shit because I shed light on a lot of situations that people never been through or don't know about because I'm from a different place.
Exactly. That's what we like. That shit that we don't even know about, bro. Some of that shit, I don't even know that shit going on down there, bro. And I'm like, wow, for real, for real. Shit's shockingly shocks me a lot. Some of the shit that comes out your mouth.
Yeah.
Interview people. He just knows what the right questions to ask. I need to work on that. You need to really know what to ask to bring out the best out of somebody. You know what I mean? Listen, the
I mean, some
interviewer
of
has a
that stuff ain't
responsibility
really,
too.
but sometimes, yeah, of course, and sometimes that's not everybody. You know what I'm saying? I was learning on how to pick my ways, and I'm not even the greatest, but I see some people just do it or whatever, and it could be all over the place or what, you know. You just want to make a point to like what everybody brings to their channel and what's really going on with them and what's saying relevant to what's going on. You know, these circles are small though. Everybody be adventuring and trying to get new information along with like a lot of people be going entertainment. So, that's why I said before you can't stop anybody from going to anybody's channel because they're gonna do it regardless. So it's no reason of hounding them. People are gonna find the channels that they want to watch too. Like I said before, it could be two programs on. If you was watching TV, you're gonna choose which the better one, or you can flip back and forth. Like if it was us guys watching sports or something. So that's
Facts.
why I don't get worried about it like that.
Real life. And I don't see the problem with people fucking flipping out about it and being like, oh my god,
Mhm.
fuck out of here.
Keep it real. I'm gonna keep it real. I know why they was mad. Cheeto was mad because in the beginning, right,
No,
with the
don't do
YouTube
those.
shit,
No, Tommy, don't do that because that's disrespectful. I mean, I want you to
though,
speak your mind, but you don't want to. Y'all been already passed it up, so you go
take
back and
responsibility is all. I wasn't trying to throw nobody under the bus. I was just trying to say that I misunderstood a lot of shit, and a lot of that was my fault. That's all.
I keep it real in the block.
I didn't say
Six
not to
23 on
talk
a
funny. I
Sunday. Why
just
are
don't
you
want
awake?
you. Yeah, exactly. That's what,
I'm
for
just
a
waiting for
reason.
these
I
haters.
thought that. Oh, you gotta worry. Oh, you gotta go to work today. What type of work do you do, Ebony? If you want to say it. Nah, Tommy. Like I said, it's not like I'm cutting you off for talking. I just know like how they be telling you certain stuff too, and
I
you don't.
don't know. I'm
When
not
you
sure why I'm
already
gonna wait.
agree to something, you don't want to then
It's because
go
you
back
saw
and
me on live,
like.
girl. Visit Reno Busy. I done put a Tommy D on it. It's because I'm on live, girl. Go to Reno Busy, the Reno Busy show.
Starting
I
to
see.
I'm
That's
an
why I
ass.
like
emphasize.
Yeah,
F.
I'm just
F
fucking with
funny
you.
and
Yeah.
shit. She said slave labor. That could be anywhere, any one of these retail, any of these
Slave
jobs these
labor.
days. She said slave labor. I feel you though, honey. Damn right. Any of these jobs.
For some of the shit I had to do, and you do. All the jobs out there, shit jobs,
I said fucking job.
slave
Oh, at
labor.
storage facility. Yeah. No, but you probably just the receptionist, Ab. Stop it. Ab talking about she getting slaved because she's picking up the phone. They got to pick up another phone. Like, boys in the back,
The
get them
bums
out.
all
Dealing with
day.
these
No, I get
bums working at the
it.
storage facility and just fucking with all bums. Bummy ass motherfuckers asking for crumbs.
Ooh, Reno dropping bars early in the morning. But okay, now see we been dealing with different type of people. Well, why you calling people bums? What type of bums are you talking about?
Yeah, kind of like if I call up, you gonna say I'm a bummy. Reno
Crumbum.
be the bum. Bum bum.
Name called Rocky all the time. Yeah, bum.
I pull up on the spot and she
Oh,
called
Tommy
me a
D, Rocky.
bum.
Who the fuck called you Rocky? Who be calling you Rocky? That's definitely not a good name for you. That's
No,
fucked
I'm
up.
talking about in the movie. They said bum a lot. Mickey called Rocky a bum, like every other word. Remember?
I pull up on the
Shit was
spot.
funny.
She calling
Uh,
me a bum. By the end of the night, I had my thumb in her bum.
yeah. Oh, see, that's
Yo,
messed up. So she see that's what Tommy D and we talking about.
Hey,
That's why I
Ebony.
was scared. In the middle, what area you in on? And she said in the middle of a high homeless population in a store. Think okay,
oh, that's
storage
why you dealing
facility.
with the bums, the real bums.
Yeah,
Like,
that's
girl,
fucked
can I
up.
get $1? I know you looking all good going to work. Can I get fit? Can I
Yeah,
get some change,
all that Chanel and shit going on, smelling all good. I know you got $2, lady. Let me get a
And
five.
no
Let me get a
doubt.
five. Let me get a five.
bruh? Dudes with Mercedes living in the storage. Damn,
Oh,
bruh. I got a
That's
story
oh,
about
whack.
that.
motherfuckers will do that. I seen that when I had a storage too, and I was homeless at the time. Motherfuckers definitely do that. Y'all got to the people in that storage place. They got to kick them out, but motherfuckers definitely do that. Tell how they,
Bro,
especially
when
if
I
they got a
sold
big ass storage unit. Because
when
if
I
even
sold
if you get a
crack,
small one,
shit. When I sold crack, bro, I had this homeboy named Cowboy. He had a 2-story house with a fucking swimming pool. And in 1 year he was fucking with me. He was living in a storage unit, bro. I felt so bad. But at the end of the day, if he didn't get that crack from me, he was gonna get it from somebody else.
No, you need to always remember that shit. 'Cause that's true. There's
Reno,
so
that's
much.
fuck. Reno, you're a bad person. That's fucked up. You smoked
It
that
is
man out of
bad,
a
bro.
fucking mansion.
I felt bad, bro.
I already know Cowboy. He had two Benzes and a
And
truck,
he was
man.
down for me, bro. One time I give him a ride and I seen this fool that I didn't like. And I said, I hate that motherfucker. And he got down off the car with a big ass knife in his boot. And he was trying to stab that man. And I was like, Cowboy, get your ass back in the car. I just said I didn't like him. I didn't say for you to kill him. The fuck's wrong with you? Get your ass in the car. And then he was like, I got your back and this and this and that. And I was like, man, I know you do, man. Damn. But yeah, man, he used to live in a 2-story house, pool, all that shit. And then a whole year later, he was living by the fucking by the chicken spot where the chicken wings place was in the storage unit by the fucking car wash. I would pull up in the car wash and he would jump the fence. He would come underneath the fence and he would score them rocks. And I'll be like,
So
man,
Ebony,
dog.
so we went from the nigga trying to mac you to the next morning, you tell that nigga get out of the storage unit, like, oh shit, because he got on the same outfit and shit.
He
So
had
you
a
get
mattress in the storage unit. He was trying to bring you over to watch some illegal cable in the storage unit. Girl, let me find out. Or he was trying to get you to watch a bootleg DVD.
nigga said dinner date in a. I know Rain. Rain said, Reno Biz, your life is a movie.
The movie would have to be put, like I said, bro. If they want to make my life into the movies, it's gonna have to be like on one of them Hallmark channels that show the movies for like 7, 8 hours, like them old school Jackson 5 movies,
Movies. They're like all day movies.
like them
Oh,
old
really?
ass fucking, them
A
old ass.
docu series.
Yeah, it has to be like part two, three, and four. Like yo, because I done been through so many different parts, bro. Like shit
Like I said,
started at an
Reno,
early
Reno.
age.
Listen, Reno haven't even got the record deal yet, so it's only part
Yeah,
two.
man.
It's only part two.
Yo,
He said he don't even got the record deal yet. He's like 5 more hours left. I say, oh shit, Reno.
people be like, "Yo, why Reno B turning down $50,000?" Because I did.
It be mad motherfuckers in the movie pissed. Like, take it. Like
Last night, didn't I?
like they tell the white girls to run from Jason. They be like, Reno, take it. You better take it, motherfucker. Little do you know it's gonna be this thing called C-19 and y'all's gonna be broke. Take it. Take it.
Ah, little do you guys know there's gonna be this thing called the Rona, and I ain't talking about the beers, baby. I'm dead, yo. Y'all got me fucked up.
Oh shit, the little
Reno's
being all
miniseries.
the little dog, the little Taco Bell dog come like roof, Reno, take it, Reno.
That's funny.
Leave me alone. Leave me alone.
Reno, don't gotta go nowhere.
Yo, you just heard it. We get your TMI. You heard it. Leave me alone. Just leave me alone. Just leave me alone.
Just leave me alone.
Yo,
Leave me alone.
Santiago. Shout out to a man, TMI Santiago. Too much information. Subscribe to
What
his
up,
channel, please.
TMI?
What's up, TMI? Get up here, man. You know your hip hop and you know about the young ladies.
Right now, the only
Uh,
way I'm gonna be able to subscribe to anybody, and I'm not like even being mean or nothing, is
Always
because
filled
I'm
up.
throwed. It's because I'm throwed off. You gotta go like to my page and leave a comment on something, and then I'll be like, "Oh shit, let me subscribe to homies," because I'm
Man,
saucy. It's because I'm saucy right now,
Man, you're hella saucy.
hella saucy. Shit, you been up for about 3
man.
days.
Tommy, leave me
Yo,
alone. Leave me
Tommy been up.
alone.
Tommy been
This
live for
guy.
like. Tommy been up for like 4 days live. He only been asleep for like 45 minutes average every day.
You're an hour there. Who cares?
A good hour and a half, an hour. You been up.
So,
Tommy go to
grinding
sleep
it
for an
out.
hour, and everything else is up. I told you, Tommy. They gonna hit you. I'm telling you, Tommy. They're gonna tell you the first one. They go like, God damn, we got his 4,000 watch minutes
See,
in
like if I click that link, it'll
a
probably knock my
month.
goofy ass out.
In a month.
TMI, I will subscribe to you and I will watch everything. Just if you just gotta
I'll be
check me out
there.
real
TMI's
quick.
food, TMI's out there. He be in Dominican Republic
Thank you,
with
Rain.
some guys showing up, showing you real good footage of what DR look
Oh, you
like.
know what?
Now with
Did you see
chickens.
Love and Freedom? Love and Freedom, homie that's in Mexico.
Yeah,
He done fucking dropped the video today.
got
He got
the
himself
drone.
that drone.
Yeah, he got
And he
that
said he was
drone.
gonna post some videos up with that drone. I said, boy, I'm looking forward to that shit. I'm here for it. So
Yeah.
like I jumped in his chat and I said, yo, that's dope. I'm here for
Yeah,
it. I want to
yep.
see the shots you get. And he was like, I got you. And I was
You
like,
left the message
boom, let's
before
do it.
me. Yeah, that's why I want one of them bad boys too. You just
Left the message before me. Yo,
no,
because when
you
I
left
seen
it
this,
before me.
I know when I seen this notification go off, I jumped in right away and I watched it. Yeah, just like I said, just TMI, just leave a comment on anything. Like, yo, what up, Reno? And
You
I'll go
like
back
music?
and
Oh yeah, TMI. You definitely want to fuck with him because Reno be spitting, bro. Reno will be spitting, so you definitely gonna want to
on
see this.
anything, just leave a message on anything, and I promise I'll subscribe right back to you, dog.
TMI like shit like that. TMI fuck
And
with
I ain't no
me.
fake sucker like that. I'm a people shit. If I tell you I'm a people shit, I'm a people shit, bro.
All right, man. We're gonna give it a few more minutes before I leave this alone. Before I leave
Nah,
this alone. How's everybody Sunday already, man? Who's making a church move? Tommy D, you going to church this morning?
Church every Sunday
Every Sunday, okay. What
in the
type of church is
temperament,
it?
bro.
for
Tommy
noon
D,
mass.
in the last 10 years, how many times have you took a young lady in one of those bathrooms at church?
Don't be lying neither.
Oh man, I can't even joke about that. That's God's house, bro. I don't mess around in God's house. I respect God. But
Yeah.
my thoughts be going there. I ain't gonna lie. My thoughts, and he knew my thoughts are sick. But he helped me. He helped me through that.
No, that's a
I
bad
sit
place
in
to
the
see.
back.
I don't know if you got a white church, like how white church is, but man, black churches and this shit. I remember the last
The
time I've been to
black
church,
churches be popping.
the last time I kept
They're way
going, I
more
was just
fun
in
than the
there.
white churches. Fall asleep in a white church or to
Man,
Bruh.
I was
participate
in
in a
there.
black church.
Reno, the
Facts.
last time I was in one, man, I was just in there like, yo, the devil's in me. I probably still had some pride because the juice was
And
still in
last
my
time I
system.
went to the fucking
But I'm
church,
just
I
looking,
felt
and then
like
you
I
hear
was
the
in a cult.
stories. I'm like, if the preacher could
Church
get
is so
some ass,
corrupt.
why can't I? If the preacher could get some ass, why can't I? I'm just seeing these sisters all
Yes,
into
it
it,
is.
looking all good, and just
Nah,
shaking
because
rump.
you
And
know
I'm
what?
sitting
I
there
told
like,
my mama,
yo,
you know what
I
I
gotta
told my
be
mama?
reversed.
Because this is real life, bro. Listen to me. This is real life, right? You know, in if you're like a Christian or Catholic, right? It's a sin. It's a sin to like uh praise another saint or to praise you're only supposed to praise God only, right?
Sin to
It's
praise anything other than God. Correct.
it's a sin, bro. But yet
For it. Yes.
when you go to the
Supposedly.
church, all you see is all these statues of saints, and they want you to pray to this saint or Saint Christopher or Saint Michael or Saint this and Saint that. So, and then I gotta kneel down when this man tells me to kneel down, or I gotta pray to this man, or I gotta
That's
bow down to this man that's in front of me. That don't make sense to me.
that's why I was going too much noise. That's why I was gonna say to Tommy, like you pulling out your little wee wee in there and getting busy. You ain't really disrespecting church. You just disrespecting a homemade thing. It's not really
So
his
that don't
house.
make sense to me. So I said, you know what?
The,
I'll
the
go to
preacher,
church when somebody
the
dies.
pig,
And when I
the
go to
pig
church
get
when I
loud.
die, I
She
sit
said
in the
too much
back
noise. What you mean, Ebony?
because
Too much noise from who? The music? My fault. Ebony said too
yeah,
much
man, trying
noise.
not to leave me alone.
I know you're going to church. Tommy seats. Okay. I know Tommy. I mean Tammy. I'm saying Tommy. Tammy. How many blunts do you roll before and after
Hello,
church? Before
Tammy.
church.
Good morning.
What's up, Tammy? Good morning,
Love me
man.
some Tammy. Tammy's awesome.
Damn,
Shout
it
out
hurt
Tammy.
your chest. Really?
Yo, pump her
I'm
channel
gonna
up.
go
She's
to
got her own
fucking.
channel. Pump her channel up in here.
I'm gonna go to 183rd BZ's church service.
Tammy, see, every time I went to Willis, I don't ever see Tammy with stuff up there, but
She'll
I
drop her
always
link.
a long time ago. I noticed she dropped the link.
I'm gonna definitely be in there Tuesday causing trouble. Oh no. Reno Bizz in the house. Oh no.
So she said she was gonna go. Tammy said he's gonna go. So that's like three people. Ebony says she don't go because
Man.
too much noise for her. Even the music messes up her chest. I don't go
I
because
should
I
have
just
went
think
into
There you
that
go.
Tammy's Women's
I
Night.
think that
I'd have
it's
been
fun.
like, I'm on
But it's good
Christian
for
Mingle,
people that
girl.
it's good for people that I feel like come from a real issue or like really need some stable, need to be stable and stuff like that. I believe in a higher power and stuff like that.
Bro,
But I just
When
think
I'm at
that it's
church with
just
her,
no.
is why I do
a
it.
place and a
She's so
birth
happy.
and a place to be. But I don't necessarily think that you have to go to church all the time
Check this
and
shit out,
respect
bro.
it because there's
Like
corruption in there.
me and like my whole family got into an argument one night because check this shit out. Because my mother's really into church, right? And I don't take nothing from her. Like, that's her, you know what I mean? She has all right to believe whatever she wants to believe. Just like I have every right to believe what I want to believe. And I believe in a higher power. I believe there's some kind of God out there, you know? But I just don't believe in what they trying to force on us, pretty much. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Yeah, that's bullshit.
But at the same time, my mother
Ray
is like
says
really like
religion
on
is a mixed wisdom.
really like into what they tell you to do. And I remember one day I said, you know what? When I die, I think me and God are gonna have a boxing match.
Horrible.
I said me and God are gonna box. But after we're done, I hope we could become brothers for the rest of our lives. Like that was some real shit, right? Like I said, and I meant it as I don't think they understand the way I said it. When I meant me and God are gonna box, I said we're gonna have like a debate. You know what I mean? I want to ask him questions of why this happened, or why did you put me through this, or why did I have to go through this when I was trying this? You know what I mean? I just have questions, and if he could answer those questions, then we could figure out why, and this and that, and why just like I want to have that conversation with him. You know what I'm saying? And
No
when that
doubt.
is over, we could be best friends for the rest of our lives. You know what I'm saying? And when I said me and God are gonna box, they thought I meant like on some real like I want to fight Jesus and like on some devil shit. Like man, don't take what you got to take what I say as not the way it comes out. You gotta really dissect the way I say shit. You know what I'm saying? It's just they didn't hear it like that. They thought I wanted to go in and fight and do this, and that caused a whole like year that we didn't talk to each other because my family was like all like on some fucking like yo, they was really fucking with me because I said that yo. That's
I'm close to
wild,
what
right?
Rain said. Rain said that religion is a mental illness. I believe, like I said before, in those type of same beliefs, is that just like racism and religion is all a
See?
waste of time. Like I
Okay.
said, I think it's good for people that are in a place and need it, but it's a brainwashing system. It's stuff that was put on us to occupy a certain amount of people to just be, what I'm saying, in a place and arguing with each other over basically something that does not matter in this lifetime. But I mean, I would sound disrespectful to others, but again, you got to remember, like I said, from a Santa Claus lie to a Christopher Columbus lie, everything in America and
TMI knew what
anywhere
I was
else
talking
across
about.
should tell you that everything that they have put us to us is lies, and that's just programming. And again, that's a waste of energy, wasting your time with when you Christianity or Muslim when they're gonna argue about whose God is the right God and that type of thing. You're dealing with something else that you don't even have to deal with. You don't have to go to a building to
Exactly.
believe in God as well.
Bro, I could take.
And you
I'm
can't
gonna
ask.
show
You're right.
y'all.
You
I'm
can't
gonna
ask
show
questions in
you
church.
one of these days, maybe tomorrow or something. I'll post whenever. When does it let me post a picture? T like when is it gonna give me that option? Like to share something or post something?
I don't know because I haven't got that neither. I don't know if I'm doing right or wrong neither because I've looked for that and I've asked. I probably haven't asked the right person, but I asked that already, and somebody still
Post a
haven't told
video,
me
I
to
think,
just
Reno.
fucking show me.
Because
No, you
like
talk about for going 1,000. You like how we could share
yeah,
y'all
because
shit.
like
You supposed to be able to
when I
share
hit a
things
thousand, when
on
I hit
that
a
community
thousand a
wall.
day, when I hit 1,000 a day, YouTube messaged me and was like, "Congratulations on hitting 1,000," right? But I just wanted to know when I could post a
That's
community
even good.
picture or whatever.
It hit you on the first soon as you got
Gotcha.
it. That's even good. I'm surprised.
Yeah, I got it right away.
Yeah, you do it on your yeah, you do it on your community wall, but see, that's what I'm saying too, Rain. I haven't even still seen. That's why I haven't posted or shared any of these guys' stuff. I would definitely share like Tales of the T or somebody who's low trying to come up already, but I don't know where I gotta go
That
to
way,
look
like I
for
wish I
stuff.
could. I want to share y'all shit, like just the way official always shares my shit, or she shares everybody's shit. I want to share
Of
everybody's
course,
shit,
Ebony.
and
And
I want to
Ebony, what
share
you just
pictures.
said, that's what a lot of people do. What you just said, Ebony, with a lot of things in life. They'll pick up a verse, they'll basically study it to the maximum, and then they'll freak it the way that they want to freak it. And like before, this dude got excited on
Oh,
talking
Ebony from H Town.
Jaguar right.
Can't you
Is that
stand
that's what I was
it?
saying that if you when he was going to talk about the brother polite, then I would have talked about over him going crazy about Jaguar right. It's like basically all of us and a lot of people when somebody is educated, you always going to look at somebody when they memorize or know the hell about the Bible or know a whole bunch about that stuff
I
because it's
got
a
a mind
mind
on
fuck.
dollar sign on Power Town
You
to ride. Shit,
you
I'm on my
always know
grind.
you always know how to you're gonna always respect that and give a person like the person don't even gotta be intelligent enough or anything. But whenever they freak something biblical to you off like they're a rapper or like they're a singer, you always respect stuff like that. But it don't even gotta be the truth. It's just a mind fuck that always catches people. And a lot of people don't have their own purpose or don't believe in themselves enough. So that's why you have so many people that follows that stuff and like our grandparents is like that's not their fault, but our grandparents and people before their grandparents, that's why we've been fucked in life and they've been ruling so long because people been just wanting certain things that they didn't heard in scriptures just from another man, but it's robotic. So therefore, you get a lot of followers because the way that it comes off the tongue and you get memorized, and then other people tell you that that's the right thing to do is sit up in that room and listen to somebody for 3 hours. Now you figure if you do that for 10 years, you're gonna believe into everything you've been listening to. Of
Yep.
course, Rain. That's what 5%ers do. All of them, like I wouldn't diss them. I respect them, but that's all that it do. That's all that it is being able to freak. You know what I'm saying? Read something, know it backwards, freak it to you, and that's it. Like I said, like a rapper, somebody sounds good. If it sounds good and they got it down pat, you're always gonna respect that because you're not into it. You don't do that. You haven't spent your time to do it, so you think that it's unique when you're in front of somebody and they dropping some sense and it makes sense to you or whatever because the way that they're bringing it to you, the delivery and the presentation. But at the end of the day, a lot of times that's all it is. Especially as you get older, you'll learn these things. And that religion, again, religion and racism is a waste of time for any human being that ever walks this earth to spend any time fucking arguing about that shit.
But shout out to Ebony being from H Town. I think she's from H Town because she said church is open in H Town.
God is the idea of being important to the perfect person.
It is folklore. That's all it is folklore.
Real
Which
support, you don't have to.
ain't no
Rain, that's a
disrespect
great
from shit.
comment.
Like I said, at the same time, I guess it's good for certain people. Like I said, when they say brother go to jail and turn Muslim, like I guess for certain people, this probably is good. Certain people that are killers or want to believe when they
Oh,
change their life
I
around
protect you, girl.
for that, that's just dope. But to believe some of the shit that's in there and believe some of the shit that people's doing. And but again, just the simplicity part of it, just going every day and you're throwing ties and you're giving people money and you're broke as shit, like how they abuse the elderly. You got 70-some-year-old women, 80 years old, barely
Like
getting
what?
there, going getting in an
Like
Uber,
for
but this dude is
like
leaving
for
in a fucking Cadillac or leaving in
my
the
bad.
latest fucking whip while somebody's struggling. That shit makes no
Exactly.
fucking sense.
It don't make sense, bro. That's why I say like T, even in some of my stories that I've shared with you, like what makes me wrong for helping somebody that's dying, trying to get home to their family somewhere in the United States, right? Somebody
Yeah.
that ain't eaten in 5, 6 days, but I bring them into my house, I clothe them, I give them a haircut, I make them look the way they're supposed to look, because if not, they're gonna get caught because these motherfuckers got long hair and shit looks crazy. And you know what? I give them a new haircut, and I feed this person and I bathe. I let this person use my bathroom, and he got a job lined up for him so he could send his baby mama money. But yet again, if I get caught, I gotta go do 2 years in the penitentiary just for one person. But yet all I did was let this person in my house and do what he needed to do to survive. So who's right at the end of the day? The police, or you think God's gonna forgive me for doing what I'm doing?
Right, it makes
So
Talking
sense.
who?
It's
about T
even
history, the shit like that.
again.
Just gold.
So again, it boiled down to where your heart at, because that's again, whether you believe in God or not, like that's a godly thought process. That's where your heart is. If your heart is bigger than the law, then it already proves its own point right there.
But
If you
it's
just
just
go
the
off the
right thing
strength
to
that
do. You know what I
yeah,
mean? It's just
that's
the
what I'm saying in my own ways. It's like if your heart is gonna tell you that that's the with no money involved. Now, if somebody give you an extra dollar, of course you were gonna take that chance. But with even no money involved, if your heart tell you to do the right thing, then it can't be you're being wrong whenever your mind or your heart tells you to do the right thing. That's
but
just
the
point
system
blank period.
but the system will tell me I'm wrong and will throw me in prison for doing that.
Yeah, I understand that, but some way it would equal, you know what I'm saying? That was just like anything else. What I'm saying is like me. I die for what I believe in. If you're gonna die for what you believe in, like it would suck. I understand your answer. What
Oh,
you're saying
trust
is
me, bro.
that some person or other people, like-minded people, supposed to know that you're about to go to jail for that, and a whole bunch of people supposed to be out there protesting and being like, "What are you idiots fucking talking about?" As much as we say
Exactly.
we don't
See,
want
and
no
like I know exactly what you're saying because I almost died for no reason. So what makes you think I won't die for something I believe in? You know what I'm saying? Shit,
right.
I'll die for something I believe in. I'm ready to go right now for something I believe in. These
And I
you
mean, at
know,
the same time, like people got a less like Jay said about the judgment. It's like still could go to jail, but I mean, like I said, it would be hurtful, but it would feel like it would be a whole different sentence. It would be a whole different time being locked up or going through some shit, knowing that nigga you did the fucking right thing. It's totally different. You know what I'm saying? Like from sitting in the jail cell, you're sitting up there and you kind of know you fucked up or whatever. Like in that situation, you fucked up for caring. Even it just matter how you're gonna deal with it personally. Me, it would be fucked up, but at the end of the day, I wouldn't give a fuck because that's one of them shits that I would do now. And I would do it again. Like
yeah.
if that's what your heart tells you to do, you know what I'm saying? Again, if that's what your heart tells you to do, that's what the fuck you do. And especially that's dear to your heart. That's what we was talking about last time that I wanted you to talk about. And you did, but like there's
Real
no way
life.
me, I'm
Like I
not gonna
think I
just
told
let
you. I
somebody
think I told you the kid. I think I told you. I told somebody a story. Somebody wanted to know some deep shit. I don't know if I said it on Tommy's channel. They were like, "Oh, we want to hear some deep shit from you, Reno." And I was like, "How deep the fuck do you want me to go? Because I could tell you some deep shit." And I was
of
just,
course
I don't.
I
If I told you about the story about the little girl whose father died on her on me. Did I tell you that story on here?
Hmm. No.
No?
Uh-uh. You
Yeah. When I was dealing with this, when I was doing what I was doing, a rancher called me and told me, "Hey, there's a young woman walking down the street." And when you say young woman, I figured, 17, 16, you know.
And
And when I got there, it was like, you got to understand, when I work, there's not only me, there's three other people involved, right? Because they got to watch my back, especially in places where cell phone service don't work, because sometimes cell phone service will go out in these back roads, right? And I got to have people that telling me that the roads are clear, or else I ain't going out there, right? And this guy's telling me there's a young woman out here that needs help, and she's walking down this road. I'm just giving you a heads up. If you want to look into it, look into it. So I go down there, right? And when I get there, there's this little girl. And when I say little girl, I mean 12 years old, bro. No older than 12 years old. And she has her jacket on, and she has a purple shirt on that's torn. All at the bottom, it's torn. And I don't know what the fuck, right? So I'm talking to her, but this whole conversation is in Spanish, right? And I'm asking her if you need help. And she said, "Yes, I need help. Can you please call the immigration for me?" And I said, "What? Why do you want me to call the immigration? They're going to take you back to Mexico." And she said, "No, because a snake bit my dad. We got separated from the group we were walking from, and a snake bit my dad, and my dad died right now, and I buried him because her hands were dirty." And she said, "I buried him for the wild animals wouldn't eat him." And I was just fucking lost for words, bro. I couldn't believe the shit she just told me. And I said, "Why is your shirt torn?" And she said, "Because I've been marking all the places that she came from. She left markers, bro, to get back to her father. So now I'm in a position where I gotta call the police. But I'm afraid, bro, because with my background and everything, they'll know that I'm trying to pick up illegals. So I had to call my cousin to fucking get his wife to get out here and take care of the situation. But I stayed with her, and she was crying, and like it kind of hit her real hard. And when my cousin pulled up and his wife took over and started talking to her and called the 911 that she needed immigration, I left. But that shit hit me real hard, bro. Like, yo, this little girl was trying to come with her father to America. Her dad got bit by a snake and died, bro, and she fucking dug a hole with her bare hands and buried him in a hole so that wild hogs or wild animals wouldn't eat him, bro. And left fucking a trail with her shirt walking down the main highway. You know how fucking sad that is, bro?
uh, pretty much.
it's
And do you see that kind of shit on the news? You don't see that shit on the news.
No.
well, I want to report on it. Doesn't seem like it.
But
That's
that
too
shit
real
I
of a
deal
great
with.
story that, because again it'd be like it's illegal. That's too real of a great story to even put out there. Because there's an asshole that you don't want to hear from that you would want to kill a KK motherfucker like the motherfucker wasn't supposed to be here type shit. Some stupid would, come out.
Real life. But that's the shit I dealt with. And I had to hear that come out of that little girl's mouth while she's crying, bro. What the fuck I'm supposed to do? All I could do was shed a tear with her and tell her help is on the way. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Don't worry, baby girl. Help is on the way. We got you. Don't worry. This is what I do. I'm here because somebody called me because they saw you. I'm immigration. Fuck these people. Don't tell them nothing. Just tell them where your daddy is when they get here, and you get your daddy and you go home.
Wow. And then that just kills the whole fucking point of them doing it because she got sent the fuck back. So, that's crazy. That sucks.
Shit, that's fucking mad crazy, bro. And that's just one of the stories I have to deal with. Imagine doing this shit for 3, 4, 5 years straight, bro. All kinds of crazy shit, dog. Like, man, I ran in all kind of crazy fucking stories doing this shit.
Or to say to go get the
A
people.
real one.
Well,
On a daily
that's
basis,
one of
drops
those.
comments that
That's
makes
what
me
you
want
said.
to
That's
shout out.
definitely one of those Sunday stories from the TLC. They don't give us. But I'm gonna wrap it up. Tommy D is gonna open up another one. Um, I thank all of y'all for coming here this morning and all evening. Rain official. Rain, thank you much for holding it down. Ebony, thanks for coming. Everybody in the bushes,
Ebony,
stop being bush babies and just
Reno
subscribe
Bizz,
to the channel. I
subscribe to
think my man
King.
Top Notch King. Um
Tommy D going live.
and Tommy D will be up next. Please subscribe to T History,
Reno,
No,
Tommy D,
Filipino.
Reno Biz, ATG Barn, Murph DeKenzo, Gito Quinn. We definitely gotta get Gito Quinn 650
Facts.
um to 650 by 4 o'clock this afternoon by halftime of the first football game. Please have it that Gito Quinn has 650 and stuff. Everybody, I thank y'all much. I thank you a lot, Reno Biz, for basically holding it down the whole time and dropping your tremendous stories in your life. Jay Hills hitting the cash app. Thank you, bro. Everybody, man, please until the next time, man. I can't even say get it right, baby, the way that I want to off of that one, but gotta get it right, baby. And until next time, I see y'all with much love and respect. We out.
Hit me up at Reno Bizz, baby.
peace.
Peace.
Tommy D.